terms of an MPP government, we expect the NDC to win the 2024 presidential election and to gain a small majority in parliament. So if you follow the build-up, they are talking about an 8-year alternation between this side and that side, and their expectation that alternation is going to continue. That's my understanding of it. That's why I say words matter. Pay attention to the words that they have used, and it doesn't hurt us if we quote exactly what the person said instead of trying to interpret or paraphrase it. But be that as it may, assuming that this is the expectation that every 8 years power changes, we are very much aware of this tendency. But we believe that this whole thing where every 8 years, even when the country is making progress, power changes hands, is something that can actually set us back. And that is why this administration intends to work very hard to retain the confidence of the people by the time that our second term mandate is done, so that we can break the 8-year cycle. So it would ordinarily be a risk, but it is a phenomenon that we are keen to break. And this expectation that every 8 years power changes hands, which is what is, and I think you can clearly see informing what they have put out there, is one that we intend to break. How do we do that? By re-engineering a recovery of the economy from where it is now, getting back on growth, expansion, jobs, incomes, and the transformation agenda. But the report also, if you read it, has its positives. It talks about what it expects our currency position to be in terms of strengthening our currency position. I think there are parts that also talk about, for example, it says the Bank of Ghana's ongoing banking sector cleanup and recapitalization efforts have positioned the sector to better manage the fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. So for those who want to hold on to one part of the report is also saying that our management of the financial sector issues and the recovery of the banks is what has helped, among other things, in withstanding the shocks of COVID-19. In addition, they also talk about efforts to boost liquidity, etc. So for us, as I have mentioned, these are guiding notes. It's not a prediction. They have outlined what they expect in this 8-year cycle to see, but we are keen to work to ensure that that 8-year cycle is broken.
Okay, so Orakojo Ponkruma, Minister for Information and Rand Semwa or Ni and Central for Asia no di Chichimuni bi edema about Economist Intelligence Unit. The kind of EIU on a report an analysis by chair say NDC 2024 bi omedin kunim no chechem say okay well send a man for see can send and Central for AC cancer no on the hunisa na kwakwa say the person mo cha ne say Ghana abakwasem ni ha fitibe 1992 year no I say bia amanyoko bi transfer mfie nwotwe ebioko 2 terms na bon say I say Ghana for ebia so ho afnoma na bibisa no masanse sem nti 8 year na ebia party ni so far na ebia omanya no hu ni say saade omokasoki wa MPP fo nya na be 8 years no nya de ogitum say senior Economist Intelligence Unit for H no say 2024 ebetimi akwama NDC no wono de MPP chia omo bu adwuma enti ebetimi akwama
Ghana muntie na mansanya so adawro kofiaman homene so ejiji tonton sansan ewo neat 100.9 FM.
Yempian ko enemi ehwe nsam no se ne sitie de bon krata no mun komo no etisempa no pe yanko
abusuafo daily dispatch na mabawura krata fa etoso mienu na wati atemu na agric minister Dr. Owusuafri Yakoto ade krata pia bonten na krata wodi pia bonten no and second vice chairman Maswami constituency New Patriotic Party Ora Richard Asante etre say ye Minister of Agric wa kasaman wadiri no papa na wanim sa papa yi ebetumi aka sam kakraka ti say na wata say wonu ankasa wa wo ho na papa friend say wamra na meeting bi koso wade wase ayo woyo no vice chairperson ikopie mu wo ho na wakoye no asemu a papa de tu wo mu anim ne say waka kire mampani na nado say opesu wodina na watu franka ama waka ye mpo mampani ka say ni wo mu nche na wonhyira no enti ampa wabu nkotodwe na mampani na nado di ni nhyira wo wanyina edema no sa wono ne ne doba a wo so nani enti wanko enti wakoye meeting no kura tire no wase vice chairman bia waba meeting wase bia enya 500 Ghana cedis obi anya 500 Ghana cedis enu owie wakatira wo mu se ayi wo sha santimantemu akwanya MPP aban asa enya ya de nti hwa akwan nyina na gu anu mu ayenye yeyi sa ye ena nkono efiri ya akoto enu oye ayi president ya enti nko mu fi sa akwan no obeja guo enu wo so dabi ona bonka wunja nguo nka abeye no ase enti mesra mumuma michidom na mintu franka no na sa mebade a sa de mpani kaye no sa wuni atema ngudua so a ene wonwe mangubunu monje obi anje mfanfa transport nko envelope obi akobie mu a 500 nesemu yi ene wono adiclare se efiri nade ko flag baraship no wa unity wabepre enti abra papa declare te pia bonten a waka se ye onka so obegina flag bearer bia no se bye honorable enya sa na oka no ntimesrawo aya no ama no kura dadi
Mamemfa a daily graphic and twaso katapet so dunsia daily graphic dia anopai wade aba eho and watch say Archbishop or Catholic Archdiocese Cape Coast Most Reverend Charles Gabriel Palmer Buckle and wade atu asuafo anim se wamo enhana wamo show mu boot esan se wiase na da ho no enna ho sa keke se wo free school no aba wiase a ana wo wie school na wo ba be face se di abrabo ni city a wa wo se ampa bibi wo ho enya bete sa wo school die na nyame ye wadom na wawofo so mo sika no mo ni sika no mo titi wo mo weremu wo mo de mawo wo mo yan kakran na wo mo de mawo no sa wo hunu na sa wa wo wie school na opia bonten ba na wa wo beta aduane ama ho ba bia beda betua bills ahodo nneoma obeye na wa hu sampa bibi wo wiase na eno na no okasa de afa covid said covid-19 na sia yese sabre pa ye wo mi ene covid-19 wunya bi wi a abrabo e ka ho no o se ano de papa o so obesese hweafo emo mo nhwe ne o mo nhwe daache enneoma wa chichi no ohunu de ekoso afei wabrabo no da bia no ni kwa sa otiko achi tikwa wanim na hwehwe solution se bia o how bi wo ho na eho anu yiye no eno na bo sa hwenye o how no na wo sa otena ho na osu no account sa sha odam ni fam no so emwa enti wo ye suani a da bia ahwe wanim enneoma betimi aboa mo akọ anim nko a ene ba bia wo te no asa comfort zone ba bia te no asa wo de wo ho ataw da bi wo se da bia akọ anim no eboa papa wo se da chi asam no eye ne ene ya na wo sa odwene da chi asam enti obesra hweafo wo se ene covid aba be kan ho edi covid aba be kan ho no ade esese ye ene se ye hwese ye betimi ni covid atena ye ne tena ye kwa ye ba no na afa wu hunu wono Reverend Palmer Most Reverend Palmer Buckle na no wanya covid ibi wonya bi wie ye pe nyame ye na doma ne ho to ne ba wo se nya betesa ya de wunya na se wie na aba beto abrabo so a ene wo bebre timi sisan wo abrabom eti osre o manfo se wo mo enhwe na wo mo wo ho ban emfa firi ade no eno achi ena o ka kire mpanimfo mo hwe nwomahua so se eben ya entrepreneurship training no wo mo emfa emehye school curriculum nim ti ya kire o ma de no ya kire o se de o ma betinya bi o madwa ya kire o mo nsa no dwuma technical skills ni vocational skills ni sa ne o ma bi atete sa ne nyina no wo nsa no adwuma no eya na ehia pa ese bibia no so beboa ama nipa no so free school no apia bonten o hu se ampa ba wo ba no wo ba ne pa bene so
na wadi aba delegate democrat ma sa wo democrat ahodo ni nyina mu en what say ekuku dam yenu edi odikan aye founder edema Unibank Ghana Limited Dr. Kwabena Dufo waya former finance minister wonu ye baako a wogina brane ena de otosum yenu aye owura Prince Kofi Amoaben wonu na UT Bank eye ne dia sa mpanimfo mienu na akyere krata edi akoma mrasebe dofie parliament se womun hye no womun ka bi ma wonu mu we na kwaya mpanimfo fa so a womun gye sa bank mienu eye Unibank ana UT Bank edi free mpanimfo nsam no anya kwan pa enu nti mpanimfo hye na wonka bi ma womu afei said ya te bank no ajapade ya se usika samunya sansamu ampanimfo kadigu womu nyina womu tasa ayansamu a na eni kwan se etano bebi a ekota aye no enti August 1st 2018 a yɛ collapse banks no mpanimfoɔ kyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ kwan pa so nti yɛnyi wɔn agyapadeɛ mfa ma wɔn mu.
Okay, so we share Democrat Daily Guide Nim Honam saying EIU tips NDC 2024 rules out Mahama sa report yi abay nano pay mabobo and any be at the amount oracle job pon cruma rap bro she and central for wo mu bisa no ma oyi ano achichimu ano pay matibi yanko amano so yani ora Joshua Hamidu Akamba boy national organizer man yoku NDC Rakamba da simu akwa baba ni TFM so
Minia da achia ifo ana pe me say afi me no nkasa ye
no correct
ma pasa akonya so am obia afishapa na afi no so no ebia ye afishapa na be de mom no but haven't also forgotten say all of a sudden no na kufa do aban no adi omuhwiambo or promise some free water after the or say you tria down alone at the Ghana for. And you know, in wishing them happiness is not have not begun with happiness. But all that I can say is that Nyame and sharing na yekine yebe na sa ahotri a ewum yentimi enfam na endi saban embesa Ghana ne asopna Ghana for any amana ho Ghana for edifam.
Now come about say a free water a bank daily graphic that minimum I'm saying COVID-19 levy not for accrued bills. Government ban chichim enra urakojo ponkruma achichimu a waka se sa asemu a ede dua na akwa isoki COVID-19 levy omde buy because free water, free electricity eno enti na bia Ghana for years san Jesus can if you more say there be sanity.
I am say all kind and all kind said not to me, all that I will say is that I said, I am not moving Ghana for you. And well, they know the premier, the tracker, I will say, that is the MPP and who they are. And I don't want any idea. Say, they be out, that's why they lost the election 2020. And Trump, let them keep lying. Ghana for any Ghana for any artist, and they know who is lying and who is telling the truth. Omun himself. So for me, let him keep dancing around the same attitude that I'm going to buy lose elections now.
Elections be no lose here. Yeah, now okay.
But I'm lose election 2020.
How?
How on the saying? I mean, they lost the election by over even 145 seats. I'm lose here. And they tried it, and I have said it several times there. They turned themselves into armed robbers because the armed robber is the hour or the poor. No, they are big so no, that's exactly what they did in some of the constituencies that they have to overturn the seats and make sure say they powder the results and change the results to be able to get where they are. That is why Madam Jimensa is not woman enough to come out and face Ghanaians and tell Ghanaians how. And how the
but I can't na me can say we di enka ya pa ho ye wie because asemi ye di court court ebua say
you only want to tell me that I agree with the court. I totally disagree with the court, and I think that the court gave the NDC a raw deal.
Okay, all right. Well, so yanku enimi enhwe asemi komotitria ababeto dwa Economics Intelligence Unit asemi ya womo kan say 2024 NDC sa 8 year I say cycle na Ghana for you one say 2024 be do NDC for so nti nkunimdi betimi ayemodi abat si suggestion say ba modi o mampani Mahama kwa anhwe ya sa nkunimdi no betimi ahwere mo ne ne ka wen dia na ka ho.
Unfortunately, I don't respond to Daily Guide and the stories are Daily Guide editorial because that is the propaganda mouthpiece of the NPP. You know, I'm not going to respond to Daily Guide, but I will respond to EIU report. No.
Okay, me too.
I will stay away from responding to what Daily Guide have said. I'm sorry for that. But Chief, in any case, the EIU is not a master of elections in this country. So over Kaya, they've made so many predictions. Even this prediction, this 2020 elections prediction, they made it and they failed.
How?
What? Oh, they made the prediction and they failed.
Prediction was what? You know,
They said that the MPP was going to win with a wild majority in parliament. And they said it. They even quoted a percentage as to who the MPP was going to win. You just that, and I would have gone to do my research and come out with, and come out with accurate figures. Only two, so today, is it the same? So even we have a parliament that is a hung parliament, and we have a speaker of parliament from the side of the NDC. So it should tell you that the EIU report is bogus. The NDC has not even started. We are having meetings of our reorganization. We are having meetings to start talking about our constituency, branch elections, and to regional elections, and to national. We haven't even gone there. So what report are they bringing? Are they just conjecture? Say, because in every 8 years there will be a change of government, and so let us predict because it's there. But in 4 years the MPP lost. The MPP served 4 years and they lost elections. They only use the state institution to rob. And we use the state institution to rob what election they have and use the system that they have put in place from 2016 to be able to rig elections. That's exactly what happened. It is a report. It's nothing for anybody to be serious about. Rather, for the NDC to stay focused and put its house in order. And again, the mistakes that we did, this time, let the NDC be stronger enough at the branch levels and the constituency level to resist this oppressor and make sure that Jim Mensah doesn't even stay to declare results for the MPP anymore.
So, by that, what do you mean? Because still, I want to hear the current EC chair.
I am sure that the NDC should get itself. We have a bigger tax to fight Madam Jim Mensah and make sure that she doesn't remain there because she is not competent. She's in to do the bidding of a particular political party, and she's not in for. And she doesn't want to see peace for this country. And whatever she's looking for, we'll make sure that she gets it.
This suggestion said Modi Omanpenyi Dada Mahama Kwa 2024 bi ankonimdi SSA Modiano Entiminya Modiano.
I'm saying that in any case, I have just responded to you and told you in the negative, say, EIU report or whatever, I have never had confidence in them. To the fact that I have no confidence in them, I don't believe that they actually would have said that. Even if they did, I don't believe that what they said is the truth. Because the NDC had not gone to start our reorganization. We have not gone to do our elections. We haven't even talked about who our flag bearer is or who our flag bearer is not going to be. So they got it wrong. I think and I suspect they are trying to set an agenda for the NDC, and I refuse to fall into that agenda that they are trying to set for us.
Mimbu South Assembly na yɛhwɛ de nkɔn no betumi asia. Me assure say what it be Ghana for can say okay. Akɔyɛ sɛ sisi a yamambuo no mfie wɔtwe bia no bia me fan sɛ amanyoko bi sisu a na ayɛ sɛ yasesa no na amanyoko foforo aba. Enti uhwe a MPP Omanpenyi na Dada Nkwakufor 2024 na tese o matra so 8 years. Enti we die MC do NDC line. What you saying?
That's why I'm saying that I didn't believe, as the national organizer of the party, I didn't believe that the MPP would have a second chance, which truly they didn't. There was no issue of 8-year cycle. There was no such issue. There was issue that we went to election and the MPP lost. In its first term, in the first term of the MPP, they lost. And so that was what actually motivated me to contest as the national organizer of the party. But I knew that we were going to work so hard and put up programs and put up campaign strategy that was going to get the MPP out of power, which we did. And the MPP was out of power. We all saw it. We cannot deny Ghana, Libya, or Ghana, MPP lost this election. The only thing they succeeded in doing is to use the system that they put in place to rig the election. You know, at whether 8 years or 4 years, in any case, the United States, U.S. elections, we have always known that the U.S. election would always go a second time. Did they get it the same way? That is exactly what we knew, that this particular tenor, the 4 years tenor now, he came with lies and deceit to deceive Ghanaians, but thank Ghana for control. And so when Ghanaians later on find out, say, they're not Akufo-Addo ni omo, Akufo-Addo ni omo di koye ni nyina So President Akufo-Addo and the MPP lost election 2 years when they started party. Omo goodwill not ended in 1 year. The goodwill to Ghanaians, that Ghanaians feel say they were going to be papa and the ABOAGYE. They started losing it in 1 year. So in the following year, me as national organizer, I knew that the MPP was out of power.
Okay.
So I knew. So we then put up strategy. EIE reported, didn't they predict Donald Trump was going to win? Did they not predict that Donald Trump would have won elections convincingly? Well, look at it. Did Donald Trump win? Give me this out.
Oh, Segi nine himself, Trump in winning.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that they predicted Akufo-Addo that he lost. Just that because Ghana for your system, and you're correct. The system is who appoints you under Akufo-Addo. Because under Rollins, we saw it. The systems work. Under President Akufo, we saw the system work. Under Professor Mills, the system did work. Under President Mahama, the system worked. Under President Akufo-Addo, the system is robbery and thievery of political opponents.
Okay.
Which is bad.
Okay. Yakwe mimbusa kakra Ura Daniel Domelovo, former Auditor General. Asemi Abe. I think so over the weekend from the presidency, Ura Bedi to Asante, Chacha former Mampini, the Krate P. Say, Kwaya far swap, a buying way ye Domelovo, and our retirement so on kono, me kwan so no, a lawful in the account saying, Kakra, Ura Daniel Domelovo in the attorney.
Sir, Minia, you should, this is a corrupt government. Before then, Papa Kanye said, in Ghana and Akufo-Addo, you don't fight corruption. Also, when you fight corruption, corruption is going to fight you back.
Okase and Akufo-Addo fight. And Akufo, one can and Akufo, one can that. But
okay, never. Under President Rollins,
there be uko to be a kotuni.
Me pacho, Mr. Under President Rollins, me pacho corruption. This corruption fight corruption. Fight it. Under President Akufo, me pacho did corruption fight corruption. Under President Obia, it is only under Akufo-Addo. Journalists we are exposing on corruption. It is only under President Akufo-Addo. It is only
journalists ben or yeah exposure journalists ben corruption.
Where your friend is saying, I'm a swallow. And we know say every year anas everyone expose by ever. Every year.
Into one catch us because of corruption, we
so Bema now he got it easy on every other administration who accepted say we must build our institutions properly and we must build it rightly. So we allowed them to fight corruption, and President Mills or President Mahama acted on the fighting of corruption.
It is a general statement, Papa Niye said, you don't fight corruption. You don't fight. Hold on, Akamba, hold on. One can't that Akufo-Addo, and I'm saying that Uku to be Ampacho, no continue.
The Americans say, I just cited examples to you. Say, under all this previous administration, we have never experienced what is happening. And then the presidency is the one defending. The president's cousin is the one defending, said they are not corrupt. And all of us know they are. And then, so it is under his watch. And then corruption. To me, oh, boss, crime behind you. Oh, wait there, wait there. It is only Akufo-Addo and who's the way. That's why he made that statement. Say, under Akufo-Addo, when you fight corruption, corruption is going to fight you.
You see, you are still, I can't say I said you are quoting the man wrongly, but you are still doing it.
So tell me under which government that corruption fought back?
No, but I'm saying the man did not say that. Into Kasa, we are quoting him wrongly.
Under which administration corruption?
And yet,
It is only under Akufa. It is only under Akufa, though. The corruption, corruption, but not Jina Wawa too. Because you see, President Akufo-Addo cannot fight against corruption. He has no such balls. On your Burma enough because of fighting corruption will expose him. I said that you are corrupt, so you cannot fight me. So rather, he stands by his corruption or general corruption. No, they are kunipana or corruption. Original corruption now or the or boy corruption my kunipa or fight corruption. And so the man made that statement, and that's my understanding. Do you understand what you have there?
Mm-hmm.
What you have found the enemy family yet?
Akamba.
What you have found the enemy family yet? Now, me sure me no only Ghana for it. I mean, I understand that you cannot because Usru.
Means Roshi in Pachoti or Daniel Domlovotino.
Are overage on the payroll. When the curtain falls, it's time to leave the stage. Ghanaians don't know that. They falsify birth certificates so to remain below 60 years. You meet some people who are still active workers and you wonder how many times they'll be 60 years. So we will bring that out. When I talk about this, people don't know how.
Okay, all right. So I was just trying to get that particular voice here. I can't say me. Nampese me bo. Now hear the exact asema kind.
Still MONTIE. I can't be only maybe I go say open tape.
Are they?
And what I go for tape asema baby.
Are they?
Okay, the issue of free education now, because kind.
Mean kai free education be asem. And there be any men kai be biasa. But that's not what the man said. Until the men continue wrongly. Why?
But what I'm saying is that that is my belief as to what the man interpreted.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Let me
cite an example to you. Andra, I was just picking. I will leave that because I don't know yet. But Master, go bring the man on the line. Nakache me says the man didn't mean exactly what he meant. Go bring him on the line. Today he's been vindicated. Say he's fighting corruption under Akufo-Addo, and they will fight him back, and he's been fought. And I say, Chief, I understand you. I understand what your problem is.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
Me, I think you
but
have a problem.
But can't say what no, I can't mean yes, sir. Can't say. Sabi you, I can't say ya anope in koma ye say can't say minas asem yes na tie na so obi ebesi san wa asem no. I'm sure sir you would not like it. Obi
No,
wrongly.
Baby, it depends on the person's understanding today what I'm saying. And I may say, they make you but you know what is at stake? So who for me so? So for me so only be able to do.
Ah.
And too slow.
Asem nyano. Agama me that's why they community see why. Hey, asem Ghana. Oh, no. Hey, Ghana. Hey.
Ghana MONTIE. Ghana MONTIE. Ghana MONTIE. Ghana MONTIE.
Oh, there's some
Bo.
Kasia Bo. Go work at Taiwan, sir. Amaya, sir. Kasia Waje.
Onye yimu. No cretrodo. Kamadine kamadine bo. Mama yentie. Kwasi ABOAGYE 100.9.
Kwesi Bonkwe.
Odi enkwe ni mianto aso. Ura Joshua Kamba aya national organizer ma NDC amanyoku na anope. And menino edi ayan komo kakra na etiefo mo fanche because na me hwe yes asemi a woken a mesi okotu Daniel ya Domelovo wrongly. Migusua I don't know where baby has her voice na kwakoshe, but I look for it. Na mabo na mwetie. Then you understand, say yes, he was just quoting. But I'm sure say more ebia more taste asem no na mwetie no. Munim say yes, kamba ni ano kana yes anetie. Papa no wankasa under Ekufuado. As if you fight corruption will fight you back. So you don't fight it alone. Wankasa under Ekufuado. So he was quoting the man wrongly. Yeah, trust him. The bankrat and Munsem Nibi. Yeah.
Abusuafo deɛ metina mu sisi yi ayɛ telecard democrat na wata sɛ wei ayɛ credible intelligence ya democrat daily guide apɛkeɛ na NDC amanyɔkuo no mu nipa bi ɛne MPP amanyɔkuo no mma bi ɛne wɔn aka bɔ mu sɛ wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn tarnish the image of the vice president Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia na wɔn pɛ so wɔn fa akwaniasɛ bi aso na wɔn gu n'anim waseɛ ɛno nti Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia reputation a watumi anya efiri bere a wɔbɛyɛ franketufo abɛdi akyire ɛde ma MPP amanyɔkuo ɛne sɛdeɛ Ghanafoɔ bɔgye ne soɔ yɛ asisi akora mpo ɔno ara ne MPP amanyɔkuo ani da soɔ sɛ kyerɛkyerɛ wɔbɛtumi de party no akɔ nkunimdie mu ɛwɔ 2024 no ɛna nipa bi pɛ so wɔn fa akwaniasɛ bi aso na wɔn gu n'anim wase na Democrat kyerɛ sɛ NDC amanyɔkuo 2024 so wɔn de John Dramani Mahama na ɛba ɛnyɛ ade ɛsɛ so wɔn take ne lightly ɛsan sɛ wakɔ ɛna abatoɔ yi a wɔn kɔɔ yɛn nso obi ehu nea wɔnyaayɛ nti ɛni kwan so wɔn de ne di agorɔ yɛpɛ obi ama na fɛsi John Dramani Mahama nipa MPP foɔ hia no ɛyɛ Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia enso party foɔ ni bi ɛpɛ sɛ wɔn ne NDC foɔ ka bom na wɔn gu Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ni mu ase Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ɛyɛ distinguished academic economist ɛna banker yɛ a wɔba MPP amanyɔkuo mu efiri 2008 ɛde bɛsi nnɛ wakyerɛ sɛ wɔyɛ obi a waben na wɔdi Ghana anim a ɛyɛ yie ɛno nti ɛna nipa bi aka bɔ mu a wɔn pɛ so wɔn gu Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia anim ase nso deɛ wɔn yɛ nyinaa wɔboa deɛ Awurade asira no wɔasira no beebi a ɔpɛ so wɔde no kɔ ɔde no bɛkɔ 2024 kia ne ke Awurade bɛpagya ne nsa.
Okay, your call daily dispatch him na assemble akoda hɔ nom sɛ na ɔtwetwe mu yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ ba bɛto dwa sɛ ɛyɛ Agric Minister Dr. Free Akoto Kumase akɔhyia ɛyɛ NDC party ma na ni nyinaa ne sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ otu franka sorry MPP party ma ni nyinaa sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ otu franka de ma ɛyɛ amanyɔkuo MPP ɛma nkyɛkyɛ mu bebree aba panyin no kora ba bɛkyerɛ mu nyɛ saa na tie ne nea ɛka but daily dispatch ne enso ɛka saa asɛm yi ho nkɔmmɔ sɛ NPP guru in Ashanti Des Agric Minister you said president had given you his blessing to contest na ɛyɛ press secretary ma Agric Minister ɛyɛ Isa Alhassan Isa ɛda asɛm akɔ ababa ni TFM so so my background kakra ni edi kan Dr. Free Akoto Agric Minister wokɔ Kumase no sɛ okohyia party man sɛn paa ne ɛyɛ asɛm no nkyɛkyerɛmu ɛne sɛn
apɛsi ma menhyia ɔtiefo na me nam asɛm akwanya mode ama me anɔpɛ apɛsi nanka ne tɛbu paa ne sɛ nka nɔpɛ me ne ho kasa yi nanka budget a last 2 weeks yɛkɔredi ne Agric nhyehyɛeɛ a na na Akufo-Addo de ma akuafoɔ na nkɛyɛ ka ho asɛ nanso so abasa nti obi na manka bi deɛ na ɛnyɛ akwasi wonim sɛ last week yɛde statement ɛbɛto dwa ɛkyerɛkyerɛ the TMA meeting no ɛbaeɛ ɛne nsɛm a ɛkɔɔ so wɔ hɔ nti no sɛ wopɛ sɛ mensa mmɔ mu bio deɛ a but mebɔ no tɔfa a na kyerɛ sɛ minister after the budget any budget review mo call no be asking and oko Kumase Kumase no a hɔ na the fee wɔ kra ansana ebia obesi mu won kan he has every right at any point in time to go to Kumase to have a rest or to do other family things. You know, of course, or Kwakojina home. Of course, or Kwakojina because the minister or your party, but yes, or your minister, or your leading member of this government. You know, everybody has a right to visit him. As I get to visit someone here, and almost so moba. No, actually, every week be an okwa, a deep banner in the beginning. Omo bae, more din commodity anymore na issue about. So, on the president, close into this year, no, and the next 4 years, or various conferences, more issue with rules in the idea. And the minister should say, okay, we should rules, any other infrastructure. Challenge I want any Ashanti region. It's across the country, but President Bayano, what Timmy, I be no. Obekoswa when Ashanti region, you might be was away. Into Obekoswa President Amani, now you prioritize it and my own. And on ya or dear Kunya no switch, you say, the ministry now say a there are opportunities, or more we interested in agriculture, so or move to me, I be. Who we are now, or ma, then crow of more months that all find transport. Into ya someone a call and tough. But we see, I can see all your party member, a bit more about saying, bit me a drink of mobile, but the amount for person which baby on person of the con, it can only be for mysterious reasons. Any obia a minimum somewhere along the line minister, the Juma or ye, say, Wakuti Obina so, say, Obin Penasemo. Say, some people are actually enemies of this government. Yeah, I don't know. But that is how it is.
Now, so, minim say, already as a friend Richard, Asante, minim, Asante, say, one no vice chairman, Swami constituency. Minim, already, we know.
Well,
okay, so according to reporting in the Daily Dispatch, alright, sir, minister, you okay, Kanokrano, and this Kratana, Munjai Sadi and Cramoye. Na openi ba be shiam. Odi shia o shiam no di to manim say yes. O man peni kra ko man peni amanu ni shira say okay. Wa catch man peni so no person pre etu franka ama ya amanyoko MPP. O man peni di ni shira di amano. Enti o shia party executive si. E no di to manim o catch o say any ade da si na ni so person o ye. Enti o meboa no ni e ka ho. Wie no sama mo 500 obi anje 500. Senya okay mo say transport na woman fanfa car no bi anko ne fie ni ne county eba ne se na de na woman beti doc say na say wase dabi wo be kan ade esi weni so doc say 2 franca kanokure na Ghana for ntine jai bibi awde nam
akwasi oji dis abranti ya o kan say wo friend nese on kasa na onchim se ampa no ohobia obetimi asisi na no akasa ohobia na pacho woji
oh no I mean say asem no aba me de me bisa asem na magin chechemu ti me gidie no nsere nya sisia
nka abranti no ko beba abeka se ni because enye ono nko an obi a no ho into no I'm surprised say ono nko an be yi no ho standing alone as against executives omukokochi apapa no into no media asama American akwasi the a course no ena maka akire wo no the see no ena ye de kuchire no won krata so a ye de ba last week nti so obi say or contrary information you should bring evidence. Okay. You can't just use your mouth say wa free obi and am say be papa no one no issue be no also so what can
but me bisa is but Oshia party for no they are too many ministry ade huni me pese no I say mpacho mami mbisa man say mpacho because the TFO be ntie sa se me mbisa bi obi su bisa because me na menya akwenya na mete anu nti mami mbisa ma oni pa akonom sire boni ben na wo ho eno nso no say ye beka so nya sa yesa we yes Oshia party for Oshia person to franka
the say minister onya akwada onimumra onimhihye a ewo party no ye de bo party no kopra say this government second term of Nana Akufo-Addo. It's just 3 months into it. Until Obia or no now ya last week Parliament approve the say on the mama Ekuafo say why you planting for food and jobs, planting for export and rural development, rearing for food and jobs, cross development authority. Niama be briaye no. You perceive your man Ghana D. Onya kwada say 3 months into the second term of Nana Akufo-Addo. Now I call it party for no afraid party for. That is said the why abano sudom because we have about 4 years to go in this second term of Nana Akufo-Addo. You know, it will be unfair for him to even go and organize party members and be talking about who succeeds the president when we know very well say party is you mean Kwama Ubia say onkoye a campaign say ope Franka to Edio Nana MPP aban. Into no I was in say ya woka enye bone kra. Into na make say Nana Dr. Utofia Kutu oye party bamapa oye leading member. Into obetimi any party for share discuss party issue. But say obi on pe wasem no sebi osua wasa no wasa na fa. Enti sa I was no family share. Move to me discuss issues about what is going on. But a banner sa move say a bushia for Asia. And you know, say, the Shiani Edim Copa. This a beer obia, Sabia son Sabianado. Who name it you know, Caesar can you cannot read the man conscience from his face. And it be a man abasa, but be a course so as it is, you know. So we be out, no beca or beca different story there. As some way by you know. Executive be fresh. I didn't know more doctors. Anna doctors said we a party issue, you know, per se or make impression because be a obi and I'm not going to say no one kasa but impression and a man the general parma you bar out with the release no cranny attempt a be a center on person kase the fear to what kase aban we edi asantiman hwam e ba akwan ho no no chim kwase said the side nka ono kwa no ka he shot himself in the foot if you say ono aban will be in think as nka aban we am on homodin which we know say it is not true because we all know so kwa santimem this year in fact across the country roads are ye enya agro nti be den ono bitima kwatena ba bi kwa akokase Nana Danko Akufo-Addo asantimem ha nti awazi so hwa na se okekasi ani a isi pai say na agin say papa yi obegu no buki na the credibility or the integrity our hold over the years, you know. What to nasala. And into na man will be a yes idea.
Okay, all right. Enti over to Frankama MPP wo ho. Neni so ade ho no.
I just say
Neni so ade ho ni say I mean over to Frankama MPP. Ana
be no release ne ba ya no. Okay. Party ni mi akonya bia ma obi aso onyefe.
Our side is swadi hunu.
I know the me jina ha ya me ye na yi. Me ni hu nkomo. E na won koka baby an say or meeting for force of president.
Mundi hu nkomo say obetu franka na ontu franka.
Akwasi asama ofre me bisa me no. E na ma chechi o mutisi ya.
Enti mpacho say e koba ya manfo de tu no sui press secretary musanse okay mpacho doc. Basadie Unya Ubeye flag bearer no we need to na
that question right now is not relevant. Mr. Wadaroma. Me what you for him but ofre me no papa na asem na o kan or contradicting ya asem e de beto na you chichi mu. Enti Mr. Akwasi nkabeya asaye focus no Wadaroma.
Okay, enti unya onni wo hu flag bearer no.
That issue has not come to the table.
Okay. Yeah. Early days pa yantam do sododo nti munwe ho.
I think that should be the normal thinking is that president is into his 3 months of the second term. You know, the issue about flag bearers should not even come aboard.
Okay, so Doc na kasakra ni womo ka mpanyifo bi ti say Deputy General Secretary Nana Obribuan so yantam sododo obi bi opese otu sa na mo no Doc so ni oni omo ya adwen wo hu.
Of course. Because a leading member of this government, you know. Who statement ni mo a. O say na this was the one to see and say born another than Kufuado. No fulfilling a vision for this country. Right now, the focus should be on, especially it's about Agrika. And to say the blow up with Incano Peno, I think I'll be some need to come.
And he said, oh, yeah, Bisa, Penacha said, and no, or ya, Nyachum Bisa, because on what Jitum said, a in terms of to dia. Kokoye, if we saw ye Bisa, Penacha, or ya, Nyachum, and Bisa.
On your bed or Nyachum. Because statement nearby, and on one this one in Sasha anything. Sabria Mika said the focus should be on helping another than Kufuado to fulfill his mandate. And the question of hypocrisy and in fact, there's a general call. Will be interested. Actually, say, Sabria Casen, another than Kufuado. The Juma and Niswa Duguna for the next 4 years. And in a year for positive.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's Isa, Michelle. Isal Hatsan, Press Secretary Maya, the Greek Minister, Dr. Friyakuto. This issue about Betabon things, a Okushia party, ma Church, I'm sure Sana P. Watsi, a and 7 senior city, constituency executive back, so dare no say yes or buy, or Baba Yaman, your 7 near Kahon, Becanse, 2 franca, and ni emu enchichi munibi and pay. Na your crater be a fee Ministry of Finance about Betujana. Crater, I think it's in 2 parts. First one, I response be a binding ma, say joy news forecast. One more movie government has spent almost COVID said almost spending 19 billion Ghana cedis. It's not true. And 1.7 billion. So Ministry of Finance the Qatar I'll say response that Ari government spent 1.7 billion on COVID. On COVID Joy News checks review now. Accra, Friday 19th March 2021, the ministry's attention has been drawn to media publications claiming that government spent 1.7 billion Ghana cedis on the COVID-19 pandemic, even though government says it spent 19 billion Ghana cedis. Now, the ministry hereby informs the general public that these publications are incorrect. The 1.7 billion Ghana cedis reflect expenditures on only 2 items under the COVID-19 related expenditures, namely COVID-19 Alleviation Program 1, CAP 1, and Emergency Preparedness and Response Plan 1. Other COVID-19 expenditure were COVID-19 Alleviation Program 2, that's CAP 2, COVID-19 Preparedness Plan 2, provision of health infrastructure, seed fund for capitalization of development bank, among others. Now 3. As at end December 2020, Ghana incurred a revenue shortfall of 11,942.7 Ghana cedis, an expenditure increase of 14 million and 74.2 Ghana cedis in relation to their respective target in the 2020 budget passed in Parliament in November 2019. Now, the amount of 16.5 or 16.6 billion referred to in Appendix 12B only provided information on sources of financing the fiscal gap resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic. These monies were sourced from the IMF, that's 5.853 million Ghana cedis. AFD, 405.7 million Ghana cedis. EU, 504 million Ghana cedis. And Bank of Ghana COVID-19 bonds, that's 10 million Ghana cedis, among others. For the avoidance of doubt, Appendix 2A of the 2021 budget statement indicate that total financing of for 2020 was 44,897.9 Ghana cedis and not 16,460.4 Ghana cedis. The ministry also note media report. Okay, so Mamimfa Enusiana meaning chechem kakakosia. Yeah.
Yo, kwesi we kra the find out so kra dia back at afeto so nsia ho no.
Okay.
Enti say ya shakrata ya wo kenkan ye ya. Krata no efiaso ye hwe sikasam so. Na wo mo kyese ensem bi etwagu wo media no mu. Wo mo kyese Joy News na wo mo checks de ebaaye. Enti wo kyese sasam a efiada match de to so edu enkonom. Ministry no ene etwe wo madwen gina so se wo mo nhwe publication bi ekoso na se de esi ekro no akwakoya se covid ba ye covid-19 ba ye eka wo no mabo wo ho no 1.7 billion na enye sa 19 billion no no se adeɛ no sɛdeɛ esi baayɛ no ɛmi sɛ mistake bi aba baabi ɛbi a wɔn yɛ saa news no wɔn anhwɛ ntia enti wɔsi deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu ministry ne se wɔbɔ ɔmanfoɔ nyinaa amaneɛ sɛ saa publications yi yɛnhwɛ ne yɛmmɔ ntungu na nyɛ nokorɛ da 1.7 billion ɛno ɛyɛ expenditure na wɔn ɛka no ɛnyɛ saa no kora no ɛyɛ nneɛma mmienu ɛna covid no saa sika no ɛfa yɛ nti sɛ wɔka na kyɛ sɛ nkyikyɛmu na saa 1.7 billion no ɛno yɛ yɛbɛka sɛ nhyehyɛeɛ no mmienu plan na wɔn yɛyɛ no mmienu ɛno na ɛte saa enti plan biara ne nhyehyɛeɛ biara no ɛne ɛka a wɔnom ɛbɔɔyɛ ɛwɔ ho enti sei ɛna ɔyɛ no ɔsɛ covid-19 alleviation program 1 cap 1 no ɛna afei so ɛyɛ emergency preparedness ɛne response plan ɛno nso yɛ baako ɛna afei so covid expenditure ne nyinaa no ɛwɔ wɔ nneɛma ahodoɔ afei woba alleviation program no ɛyɛ covid-19 alleviation program 2 no cap 2 ɛno nso wɔ hɔ saa nso ɛna covid-19 sɛ yɛboa yɛ ho nhyehyɛeɛ no nso deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu ɛno nso wɔ hɔ afei so ɛyɛ provision of health infrastructure nneɛma a wɔn de bɛboa ma apɔmuden ho nsɛm wɔn adwuma timi akɔ so no ɛno nso wɔ hɔ saa nso ɛna seed fund a ɛno no wɔn de ɛyɛ afotoɔ ɛde ɛfiti ase ama nneɛma timi akɔ nkan ɛyɛ capitalization of development bank ɛno nso ɛdeɛ ɛne nneɛma ahodoɔ bebree ɛna wɔde ɛka ho.
Okay. I think the second part, and I'm sure a lot of people will be interested. Near a man for anybody achieved palm. I know it's about say COVID-19 level here. Say about the abano. Electricity needs you. Yeah, so we start from 5. So corroborate me. Mama. Yeah.
Na enchiremu anonso wade baye efa 11 no ho no. And what I said, the edikan. Eniama womu eje ye procurement. Ene kwan a womu fa so a womu cheye ye distribute ye vaccine no enie wase first batch ye ba ye dose no na ye 600,000 doses.
Okay, so young con is saying
okay
na nearby person o che ne say amanfo kan say COVID-19 level no eno na because of free water no any electricity no eno nti no de COVID-19 level na ba ena ban cheche mu say enya sa na tie na COVID-19 level no omo de buy because of baby our share efi no procurement no ha nyama COVID-19 level no omo de buy be sika na adkonti ama omo de sa sika no ana to no e de aba no
ade ye de be ye ni
ha enti yeah
wafa kwesi wase de ade be ye ne say 600,000 dose no e ba ye no ya aba be dukura yi no facilities ya womu ade abaye any 17,600 ya no so enam kwan so eba ye no kra ye se nim se June ebeba bedru na afia mu nso ye expect se bi beba be ka ho na mom asat March 10th no na enro no 262,335 Ghanaians and womanya sa enro ni bi asat mat da na etosu edu afa di ade bi ba ya ne se ye ba be si 14 medical waste treatment facilities ewo Ghana amantem no bi emu na sade be ya COVID-19 enro no baby de ye use awie no ye be kura no and ye ne private sector ne kabom na ebi abola bebe tire no baby ade be kwa akogu eno ye de etoso ena afa de etoso bio 33 major health project ya eno nso womu ba be ye ba be si 33 major health project but eno de wan sa down modin say eye project A project B eno nso womu kekabo mu a sika ye behia eye 890 million euros of akwesi say euros
euro papa
ye behia 890 million euros and ye dia sa 33 major health project no but one shut down more project krodin and na edibesi ne was it to date 14,600,000 pieces of personal protective equipment. Ena yamuomo produce ewa Ghana ha. Ena ye distribute adiama health workers, student, a teacher for, womu teacher for, tertiary, secondary, ena educational institutions in Inina, the yadiamuomo enono, enon susika kuro yebi, and yadeye. After the atosubio, yan spray fumigation, yan sand disinfection, yan fen drum petapetua. Public places, baby, a man sign call, a bit to say airport, a drum market, a school at the Siabia, any Sabia hospitals, any office ya would want, and no some quanta diafe, ya disicana ye. Afe, the disicano bay bio, aye agenda 101, 111. Ya baba see 100-bed Dostate Hospital. Ewo 101 Dostate. And hospitals, 7 regional hospitals. Ewo new regions no. Ya Western region so. Wamubaya bi ewo ho. Ya sabe see 2 new psychiatric hospital. Ewo Medal and Northern Bed respectively. Ya baba see psychiatric hospital ewo ho. Afei, ya sa kwasiesi, their friend is rehabilitation. Efian Kwanta Hospital, ya wa Western region. And so sikaya ya GIB and ya deba kwakoye. And nontin kwa de. Ye hiya apomudia juma ya fuwa bebre. Enti ya be recruit more healthcare professionals. Ede aka de ya wo ewo ho dada no ho. Eya 100,000 no. Ye bi ede aka ho ansana emampeni ede ne sum nyina abawieye na sabre de kono ye bia ya pono kura ede atowo wase bibi ya frano open door policy ya minister no aya krado se upenchiremu bi anase upensembisa bi ede fa budget no ho a se wo ye nsemkyire ni amubetumi aba na yanemu atena se ya kyerɛkyerɛ mu
wase wonti bibia se a wo ba wo be kyerɛkyerɛ ni nyina mu
ya ba kyerɛkyerɛ mu ade akyerɛ wo enti overkwasi wadawro mo levy no a yɛde aba ya agye no eniama yɛde bɛyɛ bi ɛne sɛ wadawro ma mensas yɛmfiri ya yɛba bɛsi 33 major health project ɛno yɛ
dabi untimi nhyase yɛmfiri ho because wɔkyerɛ sa 600,000 doses for COVAX facility no ano so ka ho bi
minim sɛ wo mo de kyɛ yi
mpacho abana list wo ho say
17,000
and I'm say 17,000 17 million 600,000 yeah
enti nduro no de di kan first batch no a ɛyɛ 600,000 dose no e ba ye no wo fa kwesi yɛ tɔye
wo si levy no ade e be ye ni kwabena
and but me person who say ya toye
minim say sa COVAX facility no na minim say binchechi mu ne mementi ase nso mo de emaye o mo de cheye sa na me de minim
and another 17 million vaccine no a eba no 17,600,000 na eba as a June no over kwesi eno nso ye tua ka na wo mo de cheye
eno de minim say eno ye betua yeah
and a 14 medical waste treatment facilities no ye besi no he
eno me sure say details no e betimi aba eno nti na o ka say open door policy over betimi a cheche mu
and a 33 major health projects eno a 33 major health projects but eno no a ye be here 890 million euros
anti COVID-19 levy no ni nyina sa na ban pese wo kyerɛ sɛ sa levy no niama e ba be bi ni
ana o say to date 14,600,000 personal protective equipment ena ye no wa ha
ni na ye ka anti COVID-19 levy no betua sa aka we nyina sa PPEs ni ye no
fumigation na ye etom airport any ade enti overquest
enro na ya bobo ya de petepete was schools airport enwom no enya kwa aban se COVID-19 levy no ebetua
na agenda 111 no was see about see 100-bed district hospital our 101 district hospitals our 7 regional hospitals and 7 regional hospitals our new regions no including Baakwa Western region and yes abesi 2 new psychiatric hospital our middle and northern belt and yes akwasiesie Efian Kwanta hospital our western region afei ye health professionals ade aka 100,000 no aye recruit to ye no enti
yes enti ni aban kire ne se sa COVID-19 levy no no ena ba so or say COVID-19 levy not for accrued bills aban and kanisa but hono so charging kakra because so kind niamane bia my na minim when you say accrued bills no meaning what they mean by accrued bills because some of this expenditure now be on my it be on me I spend it at because there 14,600,000 pieces of PPs no no that because my distribute to cry so say no so accrued bills and minim say be a graphic there but unim say sa same way nyina ba be enkomodie bebre titru budget no ba beto dwa no any enkomodia titru minister of information and a minister for information ora kojo oponkroma enkomodia bi oni joy news edi ye any send you see can asem no ekwaku gina say I say okay COVID-19 levy no sa free water free electricity ni ade na no enu nti na sa levy na ba ye ba betua yenti asem okan kwabra na mbra ne nto aso yanko enim ora kojo oponkroma.
The fiscal impact of COVID, about 19 billion cedis to respond to COVID. And we did not necessarily charge the Ghanaian for it. We had to borrow. We had to take money from the Bank of Ghana to deal with the COVID pandemic. That's why today articles are being published around the world commending Ghana as one of the best response countries. But that 19 billion cedis has to be paid for at some point. The liabilities we have incurred has to be paid for. COVID expenses are going to be with us at least for the medium term.
Does the 19 billion include the free water and electricity?
It does. It's part of COVID-related expenses.
No, but you gave us that one hand and you're taking it back the other.
No, we were in the midst of a crisis and government had to front load.
You said it was free.
But it's free to you. It wasn't free to the treasury. It wasn't free to the treasury.
I'm lost here.
No, so when we say free electricity, it doesn't mean that the IPP producer is also going to say, because the president has said free electricity, I won't charge the country for it.
The government will have to pay.
The government will have to pay.
Yeah, but I'm saying that you are now in 2021.
Yes.
You now want us to pay for it.
I'm saying the government, for example, had to borrow money, the fiscal impact about 19 billion, to make all of those expenses happen. And in addition to that, there are going to be expenses in the medium term because of COVID. The government is asking a question. Can we continue to accommodate this COVID black hole in this already widening gap of our finances? Or do we have to introduce a revenue handle that can take care of it? And the government comes to a view that, with the greatest of respect, can we take 1% VAT to pay for that so that COVID does not become an ever-burdening expenditure item for us?
Yeah, but you made a choice to give us free water and electricity. You've extended it, and it served you well in the politics of the day.
Because government
won the election.
Because governments make
only
choices.
down to come and tell us to pay for it.
No, because governments make choices on behalf of their people. If we are at war, and the government has to make a decision that we have to procure A, B, C, D, E, F, G to go to war and win that war, and does not necessarily tax the population for it today, and mobilizes for us.
But the free was populist.
I'm coming to mobilize and come together and achieve it. It is well in order for the government, when we have won the war, or we are on a clear path to winning the war, to say this has been the cost.
So it wasn't free then.
It was free to the people of Ghana at the time.
But now we are paying for it.
Treasury.
we have to now begin to close.
You just delayed the payment, so it wasn't. You should have told us that.
Well, no, because
down the line you pay for this.
No, because everything we consume in this country is paid for.
Okay, so Sankomo Chuchin Urakojo Ponkroma, Minister for Information, Evans, Mensa of Joy News Nana. Womu edi Sankomo, but Sabro Funti, me momo di anse bia metimi abono to fa asem no. Nia na enkomo ne kono se Urakojo Ponkroma chese okay well. Budget no akabi 19 billion Ghana cedis say kaba beto no say etua. Na 19 billion Ghana cedis no. Bosia boni aje a fee Bank of Ghana honum saying ti ka me no mienu as Ghana for see etua and na some training ni busa na say okay so sa 19 billion Ghana cedis no sa free water free electricity na mode ma na bi anuane ne ka ho ni nyina no ka ho bia na sa sika na ye de ma free water free electricity a wunya ya bank cry extended no sa 19 billion Ghana cedis e ka no sa ensure na wentu aka electricity wentu aka e ka ho bia na no say ai no pasa no dia mo see ye free o na ye free a adenti na mo de kasa aka no see e see ba betua because ade ye free die ense see etua aka no say wa bosia ye ko boy fee Bank of Ghana honum say nti se bia wo ko okun na se okun aba so man na sa ho kira ba na o man no di niam bi tutu akwan because se ne be ye betimi edinkunim wi a aban ana man no so etimi de hihye bi ba a me no mienu betimi akekere kakranti bebi a yedu no COVID-19 no de ahohihia bebre aba e mo man no so akwa ka de honum se ka no yentimi mru eka ne ngumu saa se Ghana for mo an ye de ma montie se musentua eno ena ne aban kireche mu so okay ade ane nya saa na tie eno na makenkan ma yakosia ne kwabena chichi mama mo se sa COVID-19 levy no eniama mo de ba beye eni abrobro so edi amam no
oba question wadawro ma eni ese abasa na ni aban tete say dia yanso ayeye contribution time a COVID baye no wo betua yesika ama ye back ya na
eno ya simbisa because nyame na meyi sa asem na no say nya dia obisa na mi ya no me because me nye djuma ma aban
say dia ne na dawro ma fa kwaya tetere aboa no wa na yesan no ebra COVID-19 baye no wo mu say o ma ye free right Ghana for bi nso contribute ye ebi sika ebi aniama ne akade bebrenti na dawro ma no nso yensa beka ya de ana ne yensa nim dabai say yenso when you contribute yensa beka ye sika back ya
okay all right Mamin kwenim so baako bi a wonte ya anope mi was training say Urakeno Foyata yesho ba be do Ghana hanum say Ghana minister designate to Sanfo na omampinye yi ni say wo mehwe Ghana yesika sem so na nanse ne ho mfa no woko US abrochimemu na report na da bontin say Keno Foyata returns home after post COVID-19 treatment in the US. Now Keno Foyata, the finance minister designate or nominee, has returned home after seeking further medical attention in the United States of America for what was reportedly some complications following his recovery from COVID-19. Now, Foyata had reportedly tested positive in December last year, and the situation grew worse early this year. A report by Asasi Radio Pro NPP website cited by Ghana Web stated that upon his arrival via Delta Air at the Kotoka International Airport on Saturday, March 20, Keno Foyata drove straight to the Jubilee House, the seat of the country's presidency, to inform the president of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, of his recovery and returned back to base. Keno Foyata on Sunday, February 14, this year left. Okay, well, so asem no nyina ne se ora Keno Foyata nyame kenkan no aba be du Ghana hanum saying say February ne that also do 9 and we fi Ghana hanum saying na no home fa no what tested positive for COVID-19 na bem so wie no complications so ha kakra na DHA na so ko amanone US no ko je ayaresa na senia report ne che no aba be du Ghana memenna yeso fi airport o si fi April mu a hwim and okoye Jubilee House and o de no ko kire o mampani so mampani sisi ade maba nyame adawro makwa akosame ho yade me okay enti maba edwuma na odi amame no as finance minister nominee. My baba be do. Enti me baba bo amane se sisi ade mimpo mu ye a my baba do. Ye de wrade ase so okoye asumdwe mu a wasan aba ebi ko omo nsan ma nyame aye na da ma na so wakọ no aba ye de wrade ase ye ma no akọ aba so ye urake no for yata.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie.
All this and pop. Kasi bo. Go aga temunsa. Amaya se. Kasi ABOAGYE.
Onye yimu. No cretrodo. Kawagile men kamadini bo. Muma yentie. KWASI ABOAGYE 100.9.
Kwesi bonkwe.
Yeah, to the Bonkrata so but before I record the Bonkrata, my fa we soon find twem say and Minister for Education Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. Wobeko aye emrahye na adekontia wo kom emrahye bedwem no. We ya asem bisa bia urgent question. Emrahye bedwem no gina hama North Tong. Honorable Samuel Kudjeto Ablakwa. Head call floor parliament. Say Openimra, Minister of Education. Wamra na wo nsem bia si wo mubisa no yia no. Ni nyina gina bam se na watwe atwemu yi. Me yahwe se Ghana for dodo na motie. Asemba kwa na edi ehim na ebe nkomodie pa books a ya nkoda yi basic school se wo musua ene ensem bia epiepie mu a na chese enkoyie entwaye na Ministry of Education so nim se bagana humesua ho nsam dia omo ana ti na so nti ese enne Dr. Yao Osei Educhum ko parliament na sa homa no ho nsam no wakwa akoyi ano akwa cheche ye niam mu amampanifo nti eni bedi echiem ye so se eno bia fi ochena akọ na da oroma na yatinkomo ebedi hu nkomo da bon krata no mu nkomo no yemfa nto aso anope need 100.9 Ghana Montie sunie yanko
Abusiafo ya to aso da bokrata daily guide what the Urban Waters of civil society organizations etre krata Ghanaian Times munamewe etre krata de kwama mampeni se ekwaya wo fa so a wo yi wo ra Dominivo former auditor general free no office no anya kwan pa so enti wan share na wan sanfa ne dibre emfama no na san tinuase wi koso a afei ena mampeni adekrata epia bonten a wodi yi wo mu ano na mampeni tese wanam ne secretary so na santi bedi etuo wasisi edi apepa enka tetede akura na pa abofo kane some time ago ate wempo December 13 2016 ya na NDC amanyoko ya to abewi a wamadi nkugo ena then chief of staff wa eye woni onyamfo Julius Debra atira krata ntam so krata no kra ya se wo trempo enam ntamu anu wo penti wo bontuatum enu wo bontuatum a entententententententem enu wo de kwama then council of state say Daniel Yao Dominivo mampeni pesi appointing say substantive auditor general into omunyuntum krato omu de kwama council of state then time womun so ntempenti satamu aso and woman so quickly baby assess woman the full stop simple woman fancy and woman say ya dina tum and ya dena kwatena ho enti mampeni ba ye no na circumstances bi krampo sara no ho and wo free meeting enti wo free meeting no ena wo tietie wo mu nyina sankratem wana mampeni so wo de anya hye tena ho na ye waduma enti mampeni mpo ena se Dominivo nkran se wan de anya hwe de esie nu ntem na wan se na duma ase afei ye Dominivo se na duma ase mampeni bisa no hia de computers near the aquama, laptops near the aquama, say what the general investigation we hear cameras yana, pen, papers, near the cars yana, a dear Dominivo here, mampeni famano. No office, Ubeko, was one num sachet water, or num bottle water, anti Yasisha be one kama, the fridge is war, dear name, bibia drinks, bibia wom, air condition buffano home. Aya tuma kama. Enti adia na tira se mampani ni no problem oni ni problem bia etuma wo ye se bibi ni anu abebisa na mampani atere ni mu as a matter of fact a public knowledge some mampani mpo na da bia no afre Domnevo, how are you? No, I just Mr. President, I'm doing well. How was work? Also, work is fine. Okay, I encourage you to fight against corruption. But say yes, Mr. President, I will do it as you are saying. And this pepen womu guswa equity corruption. Na numu and a crow and associate. What be ye to my ABOAGYE? Kwansini Domnevo and Tiasemi Yase. Yeah, our team that's a brown one man across. And come be some pon woman to them. Crow associate no a woman fight to corruption. No, afraid Domnevo Sako fight to a moon. Say, yan share and sin no quite. Kayatian will blow a piece of a matter of the Yan Somano, no Dimirica, ye Panotano. I June died decline when yes, stay years. Into one quadrant home, Tiawa and one.
Yo, me wa daily graphic mukrata fa ta so dunsia ho. Na wo bu nkonta bi justice for all program. E ho nkonta bu obi. E na o che say remand prisoners. Wo mo edo mo akwakoto no duafie. E bia ye say wo mo nkono mo mra no. E mu be say ha nwotwe ne aduasan. E na nkonta bu a che say justice for all program no nam so ama say nipa yi. Wo mo timi nya wo ti didi mu. Na je say nipa no ye de no kokoto duafie ho no. Na sam kra ye ntie ye. Say ye mano akwa na sesan ye no. Ana emu o se enipa ne bi be se o ha ne aduoson back 171 so ye convicted wo mo. Eno ene se ye di wo mo ekoto afiase na ye di wo masam ema wo mu di fama ye di wo mo ekokoto ye. Na san kontabuo yi na Ghana Prison Service wo mu bu nkonta ne de acha Ghana fo enyina wo se free afimpi ne enso 2007 ebe si 2019 won fiti asese wo ye justice for all program no ade aboa pa na figures ya me ebubo yi na wo chese sa 830 no ade ejira ho ma wo ha mu chichemu edu nwotwe ye chiri point so ni mienu 18.72% na fei wo chese remand prisoners wo mu appear court wo mu ba court no na wo dodo 4435 empem nan ha nan ne aduasa enum na eno so wo mu kwotena wo mu asem so na dia mekeka kan nyina no enye prison baako eye prison ahodo akuse male prison afei secondary central prison na kofodia local prison ho enom yi nipa nyina efri yem na o se enkontabuo ana statistics na wo de efri Ghana Prison Service no na echa se wo ye ma wo bail no 1571 enti na daily graphic de ensem ahodo no aka ho abubu mu de aba wo cha se justice for all program no eboa
na a daily guide the aba and what I say economics intelligence unit and this report yabe what I say 2024 aba ya bekwa akoto no ekia neke NDC amanyokuo ebetumi adi nkonim na enkonta obu ya no what I say Ghana fo yenya tirimupo bi say saban bi betena konwa so a emfrinsia enwote aban no bedi no akọ enti wo hye aban nso a ebra ya to aba report we ba ye ne nkuntabuo parliamentary seat no kra we be win majority we be enso ekopai say two ema independent candidate baako ena koka MPP ho enti na ta say ekia ne ke 2024 aban yi tinimu ne betene ye pe de atie biara mampani na na do wonko bio enti NDC amanyokuo ena bedi nkunim na John Dramani Mahama ya wotu Frank ama NDC amanyokuo no yase woda wona wo tene ho se wo be contest bio wa no won contest bio enti watena se kakra no wode ne nsesum na boje de bia na yira ko bisa no jo wona ne yemase no wabo pitiri ade na wotene ho yi be se koda wonne no se contemplating style there ewo mu fie ho
Meda se kwabena mame nkwa homa no so na yenko di yenkomo se fiade ye atwam yi na krata bi pie ye efi ye omampanyi ase ye omampanyi ni executive secretary na ne nsa ɛhyɛ aseɛ owura bedi etuo asante na ne nyinaa fa nansɛnsɛnsɛm a sɛ baabeto dua owura Daniel ya Damelevo na sɛ titiw krataa no mampanyin de kyerɛ nsɛm ni akɔ so ɛfa owura Daniel ya Damelevo ho wɔto de mane Coalition of Civil Society Organization Against Corruption na saa asɛm yi kuro yi na yɛpɛ sɛ yɛne owura Manasseh Azure Awini freelance investigative journalist yɛne no di ɛyɛ ho nkɔmmɔ kakra Manasseh da ase mu akɔ ababa ni TFM so anope Manasseh minim sɛ wakenkan almost about 21 page krataa yi a efi ɔmampanyin aso ɛyɛ ne secretary Nana bedi etuo asante ensa ɛhyɛ aseɛ yi ɛne nsɛm a wɔn ka fa ɛyɛ owura Daniel ya Damelevo ho titiw civil society groups yi wɔn press conference wɔn yɛ nso ɛho nsɛm uhu krataa no kenkan yɛ no sɛn na net ma deɛ na ba otrim kan pa
me da se kwesi se wo hwɛ krataa na mami hu sɛ na aban ochimufu bi na on the kasa Damelevo sɛ wo free office na nyɛ sɛ bia ne leave anaasɛ ne mfie anaa ne date of birth ɛnsɛnsɛm bi ɛbaa ho no because ɔhwɛ krataa na ɛhyɛ sɛ na ɔmo sɛ Damelevo kora fa yɛfa so ɛpaw no na ɛni sɛ nkɔno na ɔyɛ wei because ɛsi na obi yɛfrɛ Dr. Felix Azɛ ɛna ɔmampani Mahama ɛpaw no sɛ nkɔbɛɛ Auditor General, but I've been now Mahama in Senko, baby, but open say, and idea about one equal year man in no offer Damelevo by a say or nona, won't be at the Senate obey, let's see. The Kufuado, no, winning 2016 election. Now, or more can win in Amuka, this is Damelevo, you'll be all year to my 8th year of my Ghana now, no, Legion, a former Mahama, and I take NDC, Amayokuno. Now, Semanka, you stand the first Auditor General. Now, when you saw the Linia, that the plan of Senka, Opa will be or no oil down to all control over him. Then you better say your difficult crown or the cash. Now, we start to say, yeah, Opa will be only so no, yeah, or no, on selling you up. Now, one like house and after on the two accounts. Now who see Sumbo and our phone because what a logic plan and now dear watching one and see something now one more the big Mr. Damelevo. Now sir the leave and send them now just a conduit when I got a conduit and I said the deal of multinational
Hello.
Hello,
okay. Now, Mimusa, who can't krata na? Omu rezi issue about say empene bebre no. Sa manfo bi susu kansem no. So okay, adkrontie bia omampani na ban omu ama opani ekwa. Na omu akofa Kroll and Associate asemaba. Na Kroll and Associate asem no I say ye ka kra ye nka ne yie ye nka the real fact na sanke chichi mu yie kra Kroll and Associate for kra na wo mo boa ama Ghana nso ako etia ketasehye proye ne dwirim ne ne kaka ho emma senia wo mo twro ewo krata no rabedi etu asante twro no o kenkan hu se okay ekodu bre bi kra no owura Damelevo na ditum yes Kroll and Associate for no boa ampa senia na bia enka ne hunu no enya sa na bia etie ene ne ka ho but se mpenifo bi ti se mu chicha se ya na mo se dan kan yi ho no senate o
well madam pastor so and Associate and Semia owura Damelevo enko kan ba bia se Kroll and Associate mo ya na mo ye na me akofa Kroll and Associate asemi ba ye na se auditors no more on the Ministry of Finance and yet Otafoma African or more for auditor. One call Ministry of Finance, FIA audit, our Ministry of Finance. And I'm going to here $1 million. What if I done it? 5 million Ghana cedis. And my company gets a crow and associate. And the auditors need to start so now. I didn't know Mutia that guy. And I'm so many years to my and okay, it's more and I'm also a dance here because another auditors wait to my. The about system and see here the audit. Not the finance, and I'm not accountant who will check the convenience and the Kauchia, additional chair. Also, yeah, the forecast by a 5. Okay, this year will cast no. When you have a pass to and associate, I did a sharp and not near auditors here in the advanced aircraft so contract here or here. Anything you pass award in contract. Now, for Shimukrana, Public Procurement Authority. One more, and I'll think one day a sole source contract. If there's somebody approved by Emma. Now, contract, the Minister of Finance, the TIA. Minister of Finance, so contract, and yeah, one year now. Senior Minister, you're talking about after a contract, you're the Maya. You're the Tekrana, TV approval, you're the National Security Minister, over and the Edano. And so the contract now, and you might be free. Oh, man, and that and queen. Now, so because okay, you have bank and over here, yeah, and Mutia Sky. Almost share to audit no, echo baby, yeah, one more said that and can be before here, or me and Tia channel. And no more, and an auditor general, extra letter from us, too. Now, yeah, for years, I am a year auditing. Yeah, now, I don't take class to be expected. It's your way and a way in Kamuchamoka. And see, my system of now for year. Yeah, that's your crata. Amount. And yeah, for the sector and disallowance. That's I say, move it here. And now, Sapuma from Kwana, I can't say move it here. Then depend on my here at a bit of our Ministry of Finance. And your Sapuma, that's the only time one shot to some more Casa. Now, it's not way and so confidential. Say, now they're able to jam out. Number, the big number for the other share. And one now put Yama on the surgeon and I'm offset charging. Say, that is the same with my idiot. And yeah, they are everywhere. And it's kind of Montie and my bike. And to shut that court, high court ruling now. I buy a court fee and walk that Nana attached to the year to what say. Judge, say, I'm not or Sapumafu. Fire honestly, no. Make excel say, and yellow correct. High court judge at some kind and yellow correct. Throughout the process, you engage or Sapumafu and so forth. All this movie engage you. When we employ, you better set out and disallow. Almost time on the notice of set out and disallow. Emma or the other year by it. It was only when I know you know Uncle Yam or the subject and microphone of so okay, you better charge and disallow. Now, what should you course now? A could be court or supplement for any assembly for any school and assistant. About Mokatona, information is a young farmer auditors with a very confidential. And the auditor general too. The information from some of the Ama Yoku. Most of the senior minister, when the report to the senior minister saying, what is your cocoa board? And it's about the information for some I didn't tell me auditor general. I buy another constitution, man, 2 weeks a year, and confidential to my mention. And what and High Court, let's say, Supreme Court, and they to me access to information, a confidential and not a confidential. I read to the Auditor General. And the High Court, and the Supreme Court, the disagreement the other High Court. On top of my say confidential, Auditor General say confidential. And it's a similar one. You then have the Supreme Court. One say and say a confidential Auditor General. Now, Supreme Court, and the government here more system.
I didn't know kind of sir.
Okay. Yes, I can say. And also Supreme Court. It was a me and our high court the other day. And your confidential, and you need some of the Auditor General. And not any confidential. You need some yourself on the manner. The Supreme Court was said, and your confidential. That's just a couple months and then improve for them. One year, our high court. I'll make the example I can wait me and fact information and more. But Supreme Court, Supreme Court, extra Auditor General said, one can over information. And then we see the High Court at the back, Supreme Court. High Court answer there was disagreement about some of the issue was whether or not the information was confidential to be kept away from the Auditor General.
Does that answer the question, Mpacho? In years, no, or Cassie on Correno. Will be Chiremusioki, and yeah, it means Omakasuki and yet confidential because once on my man quite on Correno, Anna.
That be yes, yeah. And maybe an Auditor General practice 1%. Yes, or cash 1% is a woman we are auditing. Now, as someone no more of course, let's say, and we are not auditing no possible information on how come in my year. So you get because was talk cards, may you do. Not the auditors are but any kind of cards they know and I won't. Now auditors just on a card they know not here. Where's the yano? Yes, we are audit now, yes, 3 or 4, any of the chefs cannot one, the other man wants also the talk cards to go to pay them. Yeah, kind of the chia. So, the mobile card, they know by maybe a card to home over here. As some Auditor General card, air can say, the moment I in a cost, will be a cost of audit and that will be a discount. Okay, I'm going to now for a facade for the number 2. I didn't call how much time again. Now, audit and Ramo Plano, it's here and master information on here, but no one come on my camera. And to start them now, and I said, action, Supreme Court, it's a key, about future audit procedure. And some American yes, and now, I'm opening yourself, Auditor General, and for information. And one year you don't go through how already on 1 minute buy it. And this thing, yeah. If I can hear so information, I can have it correct. And a Supreme Court before High Court, so Auditor General for sure, be correct. And a High Court, area of Muluni, so now, when we have the most important aspect here is whether it's one or not someone here. But Auditor General now for sure to be there correct. And let's just say Auditor General no 84. And see, okay, you're costing me now. Let's just say I said the view of now one more person here because and command me Dominic one officer. If you are up for information, if you're very irregularity here. What the best I can say here, you can share and so but why do we need to call for alcohol? Now, or they were done to me. And now they are known to be here. And it's through associate case some more kind of. So what do we need educate me to private health fair? Auditor General and some of family now. This one is the fact of now, audit service board chairman. And I buy a person, Professor Edward Dua, and I buy a person Dominic. Executive instructions, it's in the honor. That's a plain one. For years, it was talking about what here. And say, Sabi, young family say, with the despite group, I am phantom one. Obia, said the local ABOAGYE, we are auditor. Anka, young family said, you're for auditing over despite. Now, Obia, Oye, Juma, and over despite Asiano, or also among instruction, MOD with man. And to call over despite one of the year, we didn't go here. Near, I also watch out some of the instructions, amount, or also any one. I think the idea conflict of interest here by L1. And man, normally for short cast of command penny fair. Both chairman or mamma in the Juma and you feel. I saw my command penny fair and all your father. And she normally won't send me there. I asked them, ye or no, it's as an individual. Obi a ɔbɛyɛ auditor general that is the ano nea akɔsi bɛtumi affect no ama nea nka ɔsɛ ɔmutumi yɛ ɛbɔ Ghana sika ho ban no ɛnyɛ ade a ɔbɛtumi ayɛ no yie.
Okay, so mimi sɛ Manasseh yawada yɛ atwa mu yi graphic I think say almost 1.5 page and audit service board no and audit service for it toy omo atworo ensem no se ne omo so nim no efa efiada presidency enso e de krata ba ni nyina mu nchichi mom de ama ni nyina no uhu ni se kwan omo fa so omo yi papa yi enya ne kwan so wo hu
ɔmampani Akufo-Addo ankasa sɛ wɔkenkan ɔmo amansa yɛ na megye bi pa so no koraa nyɛ ade a ɔgye tom sɛ nea ɔyɛɛ no ɛyɛ correct. It was a political action. Our lawyers about say illegal. When I want to start on very illegal. One more meaning constitution, akatapa. So many of them many people. Now more idea minimum center. Some society group from Ghana. And growing at some of it say what was the MP as an NDC? Because during the revolutionary era, the military rule, NDC civil society, journalists, not almost any who give it that. Any idea, maybe to the civil society, our agenda be 8 years on the Akufo-Addo and now say NPP, my phone and not a bino. And it's civil society when you know about house, about one side of the I see a Montpellier here. And you idea in the crime, and you idea about war money. Ghana for Sebe, I can't defend Ghanaians. Say you'll be on the end, you'll be on the end. So I can't say you pa. Ghana, my friend, how? I mean, 66 years. Now, it's not my champion. Yeah, retirement stage to get, and I'll say, what am I finding? It's really a friend of mine, the man. So you have been many man. Montpellier point to be an assistant justice. They provide after declaration for 1 day. Like now, I'm a hooker. It's a death penalty now. Ora, Dominican, who are the two? The honest in our way. One take your money billions of Ghana cedis. When you can go to 60 years, so I'll be an contractor because we can IGP for 60 years. But yeah, money contract essential our system. And when you come with your money, for over 60 years, or 20 years.
But hono Manasseh bisa I say we no we si akuna no de ne ti age akire ma se ora Daniel Domelevo no ono agina simpie su aka Manasseh de atudwa se ye wo Ghana hanim se amanfo bebre falsify am date of birth ni ne ka ho ai no ha adwen a ono nso kura no watata sa amanfo no kwan a wo fa so a ni date of birth ho asem ne bia processes a ye dey change our records mu no e bi fi se ono anso guilty wo ho no mu saying it was saying
that yes that me a bino no investigator a bino no investigator a bino no prosecutor and a bino no judge or the level and no problem after no country the level that we except 1960 a document and the level also at the counter agent by so and 1961 by no any dominable and also for the right processes normally investigation not woman to make sure that near by the canal flow the dominable canal flow now some not investigation and answer judicial body and answer the bill so independent and paranormal information about normal so the information so are here and no and I don't like kind of some senior new crime one, but why would you make one hour that by 1 hour investigation, 1 hour with that, and outside here. And no enemy problem.
Enti insem bi ti se ni aba.
Okay. In fact, what I can't commit to some of the amount is say, yeah, so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so the date of birth is back. Let's have date of birth, date of birth is just a young one. And on your just like a sana, you can crown. What's your property? That we see we're gonna get a question, just a window, just a what the other. And it's your kind of threat. All right, Dominico, you're funny now. Now, date of birth are almost 1961, early date of birth, no. And you're young wonder. Now, and you're about saying the date of birth, and you're wonder. And see, this date of birth. Oh, it's a near Dominico canon, and the correct now, so the other one correction. The right one on all these done, and my two with me near me, you are a dinosaur. And see, the other would join the independent body the investigation. But about so now, you would get for bed, you know. Now you're not funny, you're pet. You kind of want to something, and then trying to make yourself for a bit of bed. You said the big year. Well, not a somebody, and you know, if you are this, and you put it there, and when you just say, the most is your and I said that I buy any shop and say, what do you pay interest? And now, yeah, for the crime. Just yeah, I them. And the other point, the also, and the allegation that in for you, you can run on the government. PPA for you, you can run them with the government. And my unit card is a class one for me. One for high auditors, big crowd, and I'm over young him. You know, my national and so many energy. And to see a condition of biodata.
But Manasa, how can be being pesa obuami chichim kakra hanum saying? Say, ni date of birth and information a bind diabano. Are you saying, sir, yes, a bind a diaba? By that, are you suggesting, sir, ni a bind canon, win ni, sesana tier? For instance, who can't cratana, dahono, I'll say, and somewhere in Kratem, on 1st October 1978, Mr. Domilovo completed by hand a registration form for Senate membership. On that form, he stated his date of birth as 1st June 1960. Mr. Domilovo, after completing the said registration form by hand, signed it as containing true and accurate information. He also indicated on the registration form that his hometown was Agba Tofe in Togo. Mami nyina honum saying, sa information be to say about the two just okay, well, Bosumi October, ni de di kaino, 1978, Ura Daniel Domilovo, I was snake form so, one draw the date of birth, set 1st June 1960, and was signing or tampering take around so then in sacracy subio. BBC no, wouldn't yin to say beer. Nya ban kan no no kure wo and now enti na wo say say nya investigative body bi no mo hwehwem aba na ye no ho yeah
okay aban the version aba board let's talk about Dominico so the version by say and press emra na me complete form no they am from so me correct here we want to me am from so no the corrected date no and only make actual date 1961. Yeah, or no economy. Now, yes, date of birth, science and seminar. You can record keeping system back. If you don't also can do or other documents and other school. And she said, Obi Eka A, now the second person Eka B. I was saying now the middle person. I mean, why you for me, I say, I wouldn't. But me didn't say, now, I wouldn't. I win it. We only have to hear one of course, school, 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 I a friend of our women. Men and mammy back, papa back, but you're trained for 5 years and your crap and cry because let me shall say, I will get a country, I will see spent water region. And the man now more show me the Omayan from so. And to say that means because the family now. No, so now beginning of what show are winning. Now to science the information on the mind correct. And now so are winning. I know I be SS Frank and said you only answer think for Frank also to me. And okay, but and from so about one as I sit here, I have not came into science. And see correct me but later now so near me for year later no and only the right one. And more share also. I'm so first there are also your science and only the fact. At the end of the day, no, that when I would to me say that the disagreement is bad. What to me and make it final judgment. Is it the court or the president who is an interested member in this case?
To be fair to you, say yes, so kind kratana kofeda niao kano etwasum because abina kratana kan say ora Daniel Damelovona so snit wona no or ebrebi okoye change of beneficiary form no so ekosesa niama ebem say 25th October 1993 na sabre no na ebem say ni date of birth na sesan e de ba 1st June 1961 na ni kro nso ofim no sesan beye adan okan omokrata na nso a baby na chese akwakọ ese ni krom no kra na sansesa beye mprenu ana mprensa date of birth na aban na akra nso no ohu because 1960 and 1961 na chese there are two conflicting maybe data ababetodwa enti nia woka no nso to asum se sanete dia na ese pe obi neutral body ana na onu tumi ginem na ohwehwem no so okay Diempa ne no kure no manase
Me no ya di pa me nka se bia obi go hu disparity bi e o me dey samu a e ma o menye hwehwem but the nipa na wo ye hwehwem no sa nipa na tell us say one time on free that position awoni mu a we cannot trust that person to be fair. I can from your certificate and we win award primary 4 and a primary 5. And yeah, that's so you can say a zero a winning. He fix na me man at the account. And I now make a time for my country for not spelling the wrong way. Maybe I will say they are making us stand. And they are possible. So be back to me after class of the book. Very different names. But there were problems about if I didn't saying that I can't say problems there will be a buy. And he said about the sana also okay. Who did not back so yet? Ever prevail at the union fish. No one is saying yes, sir. The man about some buy a yet. Okay, I can say the man about your book for that. If I be a strong, so if I be a mistake. I'm Antonio Cupado. Thanks, Nana Santi the DSU. Some publish it, one more. Libya. I'm from some about ministers of call betting now. Or more the civil Korea. Or put the black person, but on a civil call can't say anything also. I am from Cyber Correcting. And I can say this when I will say so. Where I'm from Cyber Correcting. So be better now. And you have been always Minister Pierre Bettona. The senior no one prepare ya or the so many say. Me won't send me no. And it's the vetting committee no. And now from so on. And to say over the Malevonso the from so on. Men can say near or abai ekano and you're correct. But Obia just to say and from so bad whom I'm correct ya. When you know way so and you are part of saying edible my now so don't snatch ye. Now when just shaka so now Mahama Khan and Paul I don't see and he owns allegiance to Mahama. You want on record so we could do. And now big jump. One more year in the frame of Mahama's term era and the payment via contractors to buy it. On the third general for you, Mama over $5 billion cities. And I'm a tanko, yes, yeah, And to show when you now, they would say, a final anya. Now, civil society organizations from one Ghana, meaning say, be a more be FCA to Quadra, and I say NPP are buying. Privately, minimum one or more crown of serving. And that is ordinary about MPP. But I think I am so no, the MPP and yet. Meaning MPP, the need to summon, yeah, buy anything, the Melepono. I was a farmer, and now you can. And now I don't look at the upper phone after Dominico. I think that Canada was my friend of self Dominico. This is Canada, then was my friend, but they say, or kind of I'm too ashamed to even call him because of what has happened to him under this government. NCO, even within MPP, they are not happy about what has happened. But they say, when they need to be crowd or can't see now, you better watch out. Yeah, all kinds of harassment. So everybody's quiet.
I see. No ani akwa akosi wo hu. Ana asem we no ebekọ abase sa.
Hano. So me ayede ama omanpene no e constitution mo dos. Ayadea wo e court crane anyadea anase yeah, Obanye no, and then Kwamanya and Dominic because by June then I can so call. Now, you're Supreme Court or so, and not the amount of mine. Now, make me ask Chief Justice, Unra, and in your well, so sorry, nothing. What and I a court system no? Ghana for any judicial arrestment or judiciary name. Among for the case for the Supreme Court, and run now a cast of the Level last year. Professor Kwakwa Sarah and Kwakwa Odi can call it. Last week on the by said, now, case like any other Supreme Court, the granted Uponi case next year. And run over in some cartoon and yes, Supreme Court say, there is some web woman or one of the case, the banner. One more answer. But you say a man normal voter registration. Amount for normal can educate because Supreme Court electoral commission. And now we shall not come to some delay system. Less than a week before the registration for a democratic court case for Supreme Court. Within a week, Supreme Court to make clear the bigger my election. A man shall have to say, I want to apply your movie. A man now, that's a petition in Kosi. And remember to say, Mahaman in the law is not for some delay. That's what was said. File your processes today, tomorrow, rule on it, and the case will continue. And cannot case the Dominic case to contact Supreme Court. They said, almost I said 2 weeks. What was in the settle case, no? Emma Dominic was office. And I said, what could here? Within 2 weeks, the Supreme Court of Ghana would have settled it. After 7 months, the case has not still been tried. And the Supreme Court has come and I said, and your year, I was the case, you know. And yet, now, you have to be bit, when you have so I can say, for instance, so. Now, my penny, anyway, that's to be one moment with your back Supreme Court. So, one more attempt, any Chief Justice, so many years have been not excuse this. So, Chief Justice himself, why we, what's not she? And some institutions, not any other, yes, saying. You have to say a lot of them, so not procurement week. But then you have to say, come on, they win the election now. And they're not a lot of 15 and so. And so there's always the political factor. And when a politician wants to get you out at all costs, they'll find whatever reason to get you out. And the Supreme Court of Ghana has disappointed not only the Auditor General, but the people of Ghana in this case.
And I say, if I see the BC, I say, you mean shopper.
That's what I might say.
All right. Manase, I winning. As you are winning. senia osi ekan no anapɛ ne ne di nkomo kakra mefa ye domleven sense me but ma memra studio no hanum say na yenwie de bon krata no na empenifo so betra ase na wo mo meche o madwen won sema hodo atodua na dua fi be na otwekra etwemu ekọ kwabrani akosua de bon krata na yenwie nsem no
yo mamenfa daily graphic krata fa toso duonu enai ho no ena Ghana National Association of Teachers NAT for mo kire say Ghana Education Service esi gina ebi say double track system no wo de ebeba ewo enei form 1 wo mo ko senior high school foforo no na wo mo kire say wo mo gina wa 2 enipa wo gina mu kasa de ma NAT fo general secretary a wo da NAT ya no ora Thomas Tanko Musa ena wo kire say double track ya wo mo de be ebeboa esan so mo tena si din no wo mu schools ahodo no mu no a sade enkwada ne si eba schools no bi no edoson na eno no wo kire say wo mo ewo senior high schools no makoma kwa hanson emu aduonum enum ena nkwada no twusu ye pa enti enei ta omo ye double track na ebetimi aboa ama nkwada no wo makoma da mu schools no wo matimi enya na afei akọ wano ama wo mo
na the Ghanaian publisher any the bucket ahodo no ade no aba na papa ya friend Dr. Joseph Sianwa Japan ono no ya executive chairman ma Jospon groups of companies ya what I say enipa bubu ankoma no ana ade awoda kase ade ma no awotase wenya mfrinsi aduonum 15 years na papa sometime ago and we ya say efi mini wo man enti obu obi amani ata ball adwuma no wopeso wa ya nipa kro da no fam tee say na brantie kama be ya adwuma ball adwuma na obeye enso wodi wo say yo emu wo say asien kakran ma enne edwumaku akase bebre nu ase na se emi ye ka hunidie wo Ghana anemu a edin ba ko pe be obi atirim aye Dr. Joseph Sianwa Japan ne sa hunti adofo bebre nu a ena ema no awoda pa wosre se ewrade nsira no na wonto no nkwanam na wompagya no emfa no nkobia ekron na wasan ade aba the heradim en wode owura ya aboabia samoa woye communication officer ema MPP amanyo konfoni abeto na okase na owura ya aboabia samoa kire se enipa eyi wo muti ba pre MPP amanyo ko franka kurafo di bre no de amahunu kura de ya titbit na wahunu se enipa no dooso pa one Magdal was adman ena kasa woni tafam tumedie so ena wata se enipa eyi wo muti ba no wo bɔ mpaye se enkwankwaye sometime ago de ebesin ye ni bi na wata se nkanya bɔne si akonya tofia de sie nyina wo bia tumi pribi bata ya ntam dodo ena ese nipa no so ho pri wonum dodo asumasi ayiniti obinti ayiniti mena medi kan na posters nam na wedi nam ha en wata se esasa party no ehye pa na sade ade ne keka kono ha agene esanse nipa no ayi wo muti no bebre ya cabinet members ya esaso wo mubu amama mpani na na adodan kwakufu ado na ni so ade hunu etumi abam enti abasa saafo ni nyina wo bia ama na kura aso a eyasa ha agene kakra enti wo munse na wo munse ne yie na MPP amanyo ko ni mabi ana Ghanaian publisher watre dia bakata fa toso miensa wo ma tre krata ade bia akoma vice president Dr. Mohamed Baumia ade bia akoma chief of staff Maami Frema was opare ana national chairman Fred Bray general secretary Tombuadu and womu srase womu MC womu concern you to our Brekuma North municipality womu MC ya your friend se Kofi Fori municipal chief executive officer no womu mpeno enti abaya dawroma omefa papa no no nanase na wonfa nipa foforo mra na se papa ya no ope so obekwaso atena na konya so sa ban krati penidi ama wonmu a ene constituency wono mbeyire pa enya wanwa se 2024 mra sebetani kura wote akonya so eya syllabatels obetumi elusu na konya no esanse enya dia obia beya adwuma e dia support no na papa no modebo ensani na public secretary fa to so nimu wa wode aba no wata se MPP amanyoko national executives ni to anamon na wamu akoye aya national vice chairperson Rita Sobayire, national third vice chair Omare Wadiye, national treasurer Bankwaya Bua, and a national organizer Samia Uku, national youth organizer Nana Boate Nanabi, national Nasara coordinator Abdul Aziz Puta, and a national women organizer Mami Kate Jemfua. Na kwa wamu kono wamu pesa wamu get in touch with grassroots no na wamu sa strength party ni na hoɔden no ɛsan egyina enti mmea ahodoɔ bi wɔ Greater Accra region ha wamu sa aseɛ wɔ hɔ wamu kɔ ɔdɔme abrawobo mu bɔtea no English amanfrom wagya bawe enya so tie mo kakwen of ɔkankwen south ne central amasaman trobo ayawaso north west ɛna east ɛna central shai osudoku adanta madina dome kwabenya ne nyinaa wɔn ɛkɔ hɔ na wɔn pɛ so wɔn fa saa akɔnya yi so na wɔn ka kyerɛ youth no grassroots ne nyinaa sɛ MPP amanyɔkuo gyina brane obiara nkeka ne ho ɛnkyɛ dwumadi ahodoɔ bebree no a ɛna wɔ party n'ani so a wɔn srɛ sɛ obiara de ne ho bɛhyɛm bi sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a party no ebetumi egyina ne nan so enti ɛna wɔn etu saa namɔ na the new crusading guide enso ɛde aba ɛna wɔte sɛ teacherfoɔ bebree wɔn promotion akam yɛ mpanimfoɔ mfama a wɔn na teacherfoɔ no kyerɛ sɛ wɔn pɛ promotion a yɛsɛ yɛ nea kyerɛ sɛ ɔkɔtoa wɔ adesua so kakra ampa wɔn atu anamɔn ɛma ebinom akɔyɛ degree programs ahodoɔ ɛde aba Ghana Education Service ne Minister of Education Mario yes mumwa yɛ neɛ na yɛntumi nkankɔ anim teacher for bɛyɛ 10,000 and wɔn promotion da so gyina baabi egyina Asante Regional Branch ɛma ekuo yi Mark Opoku wɔyi wɔn kasamafoɔ and wɔte so wɔn ne Ghana Education Service yɛdi nkita ho Minister of Education Fair Wages and Salaries Commission wɔn ne wɔn nyinaa di nkita ho nso asɛm no baabi atimu a na tim enti wɔn srɛ mpanimfoɔ so wɔn tu anamɔn na wɔnya bibi mfamoa wɔnum anya saa no wɔn so wɔn anim a na sɛ bibi papa amɛdeɛ ɛne wɔn akyerɛ wɔn next line of action anamontuo bi a wɔn betu sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wɔn krataa ebetumi edu mpanimfoɔ anim na deɛ wɔn mu pɛ no nso mpanimfoɔ ayɛ ɛte ama wɔn na wasan ɛde aba the new crusading guide bi o center spread wɔ Speaker of Parliament Honorable Aban Sumana Kingsford Babin ɛna wɔsrɛ mmarahyɛbadwafoɔ no nyinaa both NDC and MPP sɛ Ghana betumi atu mpɔn a ate so mu yɛ baako na wɔn ka bɔ mu yɛ adwuma na basa mentimi ho ase weetu weesimi gyina ha daabi yɛyɛ NDC foɔ yɛ mpene yɛnso yɛyɛ MPP foɔ ne yɛnso yɛ mpene deɛ a ɛne yɛda bia Ghana ɛbɛkɔ so egyina baabi egyina nti wɔn nyɛ adwuma mmom na ɔman no ho dɔn so enti wɔnum kan ɔba kwesi awie
Alright, yeah, that's it. So the bankrata no anope hanum seeing and yedi AC na yatwa so diamamo with our discussion segment bra MP4 etna say Nana Kwejo Eje Yeboah of the NPP and Lawrence Kwesi Gatti NDC Central Regional Deputy Communication Officer MP4 eba betna say na omachro madwin won sema to dwa ene joye match ne det also eduonu mienu na before mpanimfoɔ bɛgye adwa no ma menkenkan yɛ comment ne bi a ɛno nso atɛ mu ano paper mfama etiefo. Now one here says, is it not the same Kojo Nkrumah in an interview last week who said Ghanaians should pay for the free water and electricity because it is not free? Tell that man to be serious and stop this political dirty game. Bright from Belgium. And we draw him saying now, we see, does it mean NPP know the law, can talk or can lie? Because Demelevo did not retire on normal procedure. So how come they are now asking him to write a report that Eric from Alajo with that? And to this from Amiki Papabi Sunyane, the NDC is totally confused and disorganized after their own abysmal performance at the Supreme Court election petition. That's Mamiki. Sometimes I feel very angry listening to people like Joshua Kamba Does he think he's the only sensible person in this country? How many seats did they lose prior to 2016 for NPP to get 169 seats? You should stop the empty noise this morning. That's Anum Bafo from Ablekuma or Bafo. Oh, DJ Omalo and Wayosi says Nanado and the NPP government's budget shows they have delivered and fixed the mess Mahama and the NDC created for the last 8 years. That's 1 year. And to Unela Amponsa or Amsterdam must say Akamba has never been very serious. He never communicates except insult, maligning, to malign and lie. Akamba, Samijan Fee, and Peter Boama Otokuna have been a liability to the NDC and to John Mahama. He's never been objective in his communication. Eben from Kwabenya Welder Johnson says, it seems to me the president is not ready to fight corruption. I was very sad when the president, Nanado, said Domelevo was doing JDM's bait, but not the country. That is Eben from Kwabenya Welder Junction. Eric Hakuna Matata, Kofodia. Economic development hinges on payment of taxes. It's only in Ghana that people want to get free things, but cry out loudly when taxes are introduced. If taxes are bad, why did GM tax condoms? That's Eric Hakuna Matata. Dr. Baba Zamo, Master Planner in Tampo. The 2021 budget is very good. That is why Parliament has approved it. Please let us pay the taxes because President Anado will use it judiciously to develop this nation. Dr. Baba Zamo, Master Planner. Teacher Constitution, what we are more say. I know all Ghanaians who voted for Nanado and his NPP still have hope in them. If you think you can make unnecessary noise and attacks to distract them, then stop because we are moving forward and no turning back. That is Teacher Constitution. Noah the Ark Builder. Because you and I know that Akamba is just being mischievous, so drop him off and call a serious person that is educative for we the cherished listeners. Noah the Ark Builder. Bosheba Amisti Gosu Zongo. Parliament has approved the 2021 budget, all because it is coming to transform this country. So let's all continue to support President Nanado. It's good that Ghana Health Service (GHS) has begun probing into the COVID-19 vaccine sale, and for FDA to warn against illegal importation of COVID-19 vaccines in the country. Yao Osankide from Taifa. Although what I say, because some Ghanaians are very ungrateful. So if you pay tax for the development of this country, is it a crime? Good citizens pay tax to move the country forward. That is Odoi Tema. Ghanaians should rest assured that the second term of President Akufo-Addo is going to be full of job creation and employment. Abele Ewo Nungwa. Nana the Danko Akufo-Addo, the hardworking president ever with what? Good. Okay, it's not too comments. The other bit of it in Minshada and Husuyi Papa. Uncle Ebo say the NPP government is good in managing the economy with many social intervention policies. NDC should also learn in their propaganda school and stop misleading people. It gets annoying when NDC guys gloat on Facebook because some Ghanaians complain about Nanado's cluelessness. The question NDC must be answering is why the clueless Nanado still reigns. Why they allow Nanado to bully them to stay in power. I think NDC need tactical and brave leaders. I want to hear you making plans to replace this dull leadership. Tay from Finland. Oh yeah, Zemo. Kwame na CDT for Achresuano. The economy started dwindling before COVID-19 pandemic came to attack the world. Ghana is the first country in the world to ask its citizens to pay back for the freebies they received as COVID-19 relief and imposing COVID-19 on the citizens. Ghana is retrogressing instead of progressing. Okay. Kwamina CDT and Odi and buy. Need 100.9 Ghana Muntie Jumedi Suno Asugwe. So, Studio Manum saying, you be doing common penny for Lawrence Kwesi Gati, NDC Central Regional Deputy Communication Officer. I try to say, Lawrence Akwaba.
Brakwesi.
Debako.
I am Nadum.
Na Central Region for so.
Chudem for Nadum and the pay to Bonibia.
Nguso. How are they feeling about Alote Jacob?
Oh, there. Central for another.
Central
NDC.
Central NDC.
Oh, Uncle Alote. I don't think there for now. I don't think there for now.
Who have me guessed?
I NDC fire 150 man to ya dwene ho bebre so urban NDC sama a man for you relationship. I think that relationship continues devoid of politics. But when it comes to politics, I don't think the NDC what dwene ho bebre.
Ninsam kekani o kekani na hamu.
Oh, the issue has to do with politics, you know. Obiara, what's the baby? Ogunpe, no, the new football. Nti na was in the pe, no, was it by NDC. Na was in the pe so also, and the on domain NDC beam. And some of the candidates, we feel on how because Sebasha in 50 months to Uncle Lutin to Manka at some potting be. Though the margin and 50 months was I am. So that's it. Inti ye yini a how ye bar office 1st September 2018. Regional office on si hoda. And ye to me manage ye juma Emma from 4 seats you're able to 13 seater. We feel there we still have to focus on what we are doing. So kaseyo wankaso enyazi hunde ne kasebi or how in 50 months so far as politics and election results are concerned.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, kwenim na yababe di ayan komo before mesan basu bi no achase no. Me messages na team kakra nti mame enidie mu amam kakra na menkenkan bi mu etie for na mesan bra so ne achase. Charles Nyame wa saman kase say we don't need the president to come and tell us how he's fighting corruption today. At least what has happened to anti-corruption campaigners like Domilovo, Martin Amidu, Manasseh Azuri, Admet Swali, and Anas Arimia is very enough. It's enough to tell the world how he and his government has failed woefully. Have failed woefully in the fight against corruption. Charles Nyame Asaman Kese. Mystic in Soma Dredge says this inept Nanado and Dr. Bamian-led government has failed Ghanaians woefully. They are only good at corruption, fanfare, hooliganism, and deceit. If you want to fight corruption under the leadership of Nanado, corruption will rather fight you back. That is Mystic in Soma Dredge. Was Domilovo appointed last minute by Mahama to audit the NPP officials in government? Why not appointed to audit the NDC officials when in government? You didn't add your name and where you're sending us the message from. Nana Mponsa Bediako, those who are trying to cry more than the bereaved should stop that habit. If Domilovo thinks the state has acted wrongly against him, why doesn't he go to court? That is Nana Mponsa Bediako with that one. Sami Boachi or Asaman Kasi, no weapons fashioned against President Nanato will stand. I am wondering why Mahama appointed Domilovo at the point he was leaving office. Sami Boachi Asaman Kasi. Kasi, please tell Manasseh that he should stop that unfounded allegation. Everybody knows him as a stomach journalist. He's corrupt as he pay masters. Okay, what are you talking about here, Master? What are you saying? Okay, all right. So Nana K so about the cancer of trans Nana K of the MPP at trans Nana K say. Bokopa. Yeah, sure say Boko.
Nyame adom na.
Ekoyi.
Areho kakra bi na akame.
Ade.
Asi yonko brebu bi afiri mu ya ya bia. Unze me shetuntum ne. Young energetic man. Wabie pub bi odanso ma just recently. Oya juma kantamantana. Emzo mo pon adwuma. I think Friday night. Ade bobe 2 kra wo hansa na mo pon. Oja ne namfofo kwan won the pub na ni ma obi di pick up akotwa for mo so. Ama Jeff di wo at the spot. Ama rehwa kamekakra. Eno na dwuna men see news no. Oje said de yenu ne ne koba. Said de any odam koba de bi na orofo sade woni ho bi mu no. No ahwede wi na busua no etete no mo ha na anopa de make an say mabusua nyina ya akọ ama my head down kakra my head down.
Okay, all right. Well, yes, you crazy him ti anopa duty calls enti ye beto aso na ya ye adwuma no anopa so ma me say asem fi nana so no me say asem fi Lawrence yes asem fi owura Daniel Domelovo over the weekend krata fi I think he started from Yawada. Meaning so who graphic publication at page 42 and 43. The other service bought, I'm sure, bought a page. I'm sure they paid for it. Paid for advertisers' announcement. So it was advertisers' announcement. So Omutiaka. Actually, on the side of a story so far. The Kronti Ama Yakwakudu baby I do with respect to Ura Daniel Yadomelovo. If Fiada and a krata green. A PA from the presidency, secretary to the president. Nana Bedi to Asante, and so the Kratabe to Chemu 21 pages. And Kwa. If you are Baby Druni, Daniel Domelovo, I'm sure say what can be a atibi. So far, what didn't you? Any near Koi?
Ragwesi anopay Madawasi for a quenja examum. Then waiting for Bowo Chichi na Benchena Kasa. Na anopay I'm the minya nanake or there was some cacabo. Why yo yade nyawakasa da zibo na mum da wanyanko ozbo because ono na hwa awoso mesima anhwa adachin obotumato nti yabama ewufuni na yako nanake na no raho dadaw enye ewi nkotin because ejumadini a wo ye wo kobai na aye de ne da so ana ai fida no meti de ye breda family chromatic ese na oreka champagne ne onda aye yaw ebi mu aye ejuma na ebi mu so wozizi menyim behu de office of government machinery we increase compensations and salaries acha de oba from go bebe nti enyim so oba from aka ho za nti mo ne re ho bebe ejuma neze bible mpo aka obi ba no po obi be abre wona wa kutua ekore nti yamfa ne dama
nti mare ho no so ye de ho de
say ejuma ya wo mo obi ono aho adwen kakra
ye tie wie mpacho me enko asem no so na your time no
owura dom level na asem oya tete kakra na nka onyi de obanedam de obi a wa ye ejuma enyima enwa a wa ye civil servant na public servant aya wa ejuma no oya reho kakra because say enyo bia kasa nkanka obi a wa ye ejuma na wakọ ahomjim ba bra na oye civil servant obeche de mala me ye ejuma 35 years as civil servant ehwa baza na motum onye ejuma bia me fi de oye azibia nka wodenyu asi ho dendenden dem oye osom onu ntina ni titire no awata awka na service nti senka obi abosom o man abodu dem mpempen bia me engine de ma de bia ye kan de oman a onhye ne manfo ana won a wo bo homozi enyimnyam no oye oman a de amanfo woku ho wozi madam man no me engine de nka de membre aban bepia dem asami madam nsam yi ade bia ye kan akonya engine adu bi de ampa Ghana ye oman a se ekun ho na esum oman na odu bebi a sebi oman no oyuma ama mu hu yan de yes ebefi de eyedomlevo but you are telling the Ghanaian there despite wejuma ebetuma aye bia no ame se mempewa asema ekwan bi a mefado a motum de gu nyuma se na ma sell ana wejuma ye na obi abohu de anye juma bia no because let me tell you say ehwe oredom level ti dem a ebisa yebeda manese na oreka kwan a ofado obo oman ma sike bia nka ayeda oman hworo yentuma hworo na sika no be call oman nsa minjin de kwan a ayede wode ne fado ebensam na sisi a oreka there obi akoka a date of birth ewa ha akoka another date of birth wa ha enti enye ya afakoro menua won bremnu won ye ne dam se ehu aze ebiena yewo at least you have to look at proportions of regularity there eba zina officially no other krata do minjin de awala ebotum makado mehu aze ebi but ameze no the mazi kuri na mifido oye no kwanta mafa mamzu ejuma date of birth is me e na yet wo ye obi o adanu na me hwe me certificate me hwe date na me de register me basic education na me hwe other dates so me use a me hu de na nsunsuni abem onni de yet hoyi ebe hu de awo ewo school afro for date of birth bra na akwotro I was showing about Kobisano. No, was old be would date in the midday. And you see, we shouldn't let it look like Ghana, Yenny boy acha rodo. Date of birth in some contains Yenny boy in cherry. Date of birth, say, yeah, in big a crea. Get date of birth is some day. Yenny be a man will be sa. Sabi what day you sachet, no what they threat that would do. What per a semi bia, bibi ginado. Enti Radom Novo na se wa na ebia ohye na adwuma se ehwe time a work do register snate ana che we di 18 years na chere oye bebunu kra enwume bebre no ebimpa onya ntase na ochiri osanso kohu de da bi mi date nyi osa ye adwuma mpem bebre o obia nka hwe 1993 asam na yere kan yo date ya worka de obesechire mu ekuro 1978 abro hye adwuma ase ena kroso ye 1993 abra wedum pempem bi do nti nyimde owurado morobo no nyimde da cha obeye the medwuma ya on nti no consistent date of birth so you should see that there is no direct correlation or other direct relation with the change of date of birth say ebia na obeye auditor general ya ka papa no pedo otene adwuma mu chere nti na waye obia 1993 no chechere nyu osaze na na long audit service na waye the mensesan no mo da ye adwuma if the abaya ya otudui da mo dede ya o ma aba o mahimi ima dom dodo nara wo ye adwuma no wo ku ho wo zo mo man no all to the man mo o ma bi mo hu nde o mai se ezinu kwara ame mama nka no kwara se mincho mena na benyi no e police oye ma me papa na oka asem bi de time oye police no wo brand bribe onje oye the monje ahemfu mpotumu ba no do eso owie no odinisa penko tena fio na enkofu mpo wo hye na horo ba de enya the mazi na afan ye hwe na the monkofa aya wo kuo do this is my work I'm just doing my work na so odu baby na okoba ne de yempe wasam menwa ye ka sei ende ena change of ya waka there oze in such abai oye 1 year different no nipa na wakotena fie over 8 months ema nke ye ka sei aka be 3 months ara da ma afi na yere kan bobo so na onu nkoda nchen akotena fie na audit service board wa chon kata there bra na betro wa kwenja nsam na fa mayen obi a akotena fie wonyim minyim se ebia ifie na okotena na wopede obisa ne de ebe nkwa na okonum yo se ebe eziban na ozi yo se ne yiri nyunu tukwan yo because Say if you juma miza usually aza because juma no bobo no ozeba. Inti aye juma ko sidam. Aza ye so immediate no. Onye aza ye current because ade etwomuneze na chere e develop to a point. Na nyipa na kwat na fie 8 months. Orukọ no so omampanyin na na dadam kwagu fado kati a wotwe wozu koma oradom level. O kire mu de ba wachiri ja osumesi. A ozi na chire ja obi. Enti na chere se ehwe nsem no mu na tete keke na wo pede wo tete papa no. But more madam sui onkoye su bia obedi Ghana man nya de obi betena ho no aka de oman mpo no se eye wadwene de ere ya azepapa bia obodu bebi no oman na kasa bo so retia wo no nyi wako.
Okay, may that say that's Lawrence of the NDC, Mamimra Nanake of the MPP na mintie Oraya Domelovo and Krata Ba, one from the Audit Service Board, graphic publication Yawade Chemwi. Then Friday Krata Fio Mampenyi Asua so eba 21 pages omdi chechemu se kwamo fa asua papai wama retire ne kwanso ano no Nanake
Kwasi
yeah nji dom level
that's it. Kwasi ano pe mechia Neat FM atifo nyina amze dwumadi die kamera ye said na otu bia me note so by 2 weeks ni me de me ho kan ngura fe na ja odam ya yipo ma okwan ma be pie fie Kwasi oradem level insensem me from day one ade ba akwa na me bisa ne say first of all, why was he appointed to be the Auditor General? Was it for a particular reason? And I say a specific assignment be now will be the man. Because Ubeje say, Ora Mampeni Dada John Dramani Mahama. 4 years I would debu man is a president. One confirm me Auditor General be. One confirm me Auditor General be. The DNC have the Okofi Ulusu election or appointed Auditor General. Shraj boss. All the anti-corruption agencies no omomu nyina acte ye ma utumi no e na odi aba behwehwe yensem. Nti ene semeti se NDC fo nya kokoduro e kasa fa Auditor General na omoye mengonwa. No omoye mengonwa pa ye because you have the opportunity to rule this nation. Munim amemo born in a chrono and amobo Ghana funti. Ma masa nkrofo itumi no mo dia odetemo. And no mo konkon ho. Enti wontimi enko investigation bia go wa mu o pa che so yen confirm. And yen confirm for 4 good years. Man confirm charge boss bia. Man confirm auditor general bia. Enti saban bia ba. Na auditor general ye na dwuma. One na tenase for 4 good years. Aye dwuma kwa kodum pempenso bia afei de. Kwasi ma means nyusu America kana me fan chire hwe enema me ti achire the way na me hu Auditor General ni dwuma owura domlevu na dwuma no oye kwasi uti say Auditor General I investigate previous government adwuma mo be ye ba akokra hwe say NHIS we invite audit service for say mo me audit yen from 2014 to 2018. Na yenhwe enema ekoso. Uradem Lovoko started auditing or they started from 2017 upon providing all the documentation for him from 2014. 2017 was started the auditing. And then I know what actually. I dream pobe na newo na dwumadi a wo di nachi. Ze sebe. NDC fo are appointed in the day. One mo the audit o ma enye yi ana. Minka we na minka sese bibi boni because o ma ba mu na dom level hu inu o ka ya.
Amampenyin dada mahama inijumedi obedi which say one audit na.
Back home the auditor here Kwasi report the here the babontin.
You see, just in case maybe fine only because I mean somewhere 2017 I think Ministry of Finance represented bills from contractors Brano Mampenyi Mahama. It wasn't even Crown Associate. I'm talking about contractors. Brano Mampenyi Mahama wa bam omuye juma. I am saying that Ministry of Finance presented those and Kratana the common. Emma or Shishim or Kase Dodwana claims on making is not supported. There's no evidence in payment, it's not merited and so mutua.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kwasi na nka meba ho nyina. Sa adwumadie no. The ma Crown Associate eba mu the contractium so may investigation on contracts ahodo a na previous administrations na mema. Any dwumadie bi ana akoso. Omo Crown Associate for adwuma omo be ye. Kwasi eka obi na ma ye hu. Enkrofo ana even omo de omo certificate abegu ho. Ebeji claims a baby anom so ma ye adwumawie na adwuma ne ntiase. There was nothing like work done.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I was the Auditor General and not share or not the same person now came.
Well, me. Crown Associate never review this information.
No, that's not true.
Dear Wokano, the early stage of this government.
Yeah.
2017.
Phone now. Why do you
vibrate?
Me too.
Was it enti Sawusha? Me hunu ni say. Adwuma pa na ora osafumafo edi anim ema Crown Associate for investigations are no more ye. Serve the previous administration over nyuma bebre ana omuso omaya na enkwekwase onim se Crown Associate adwuma ombaye no ene na ma na opuni gina court no. Opuni court ogina Crown Associate investigation omoye no ena reviews are secret no. Enti se obi be ka kire o say enu nti eno mampani so nkotena fie eno free live by wonko fie a kwasi na menti ase ebi so obi aka kire say Crown Associate be anya omuka eyentro omadwuma omoye no egu abonten Ghana fonim.
But mami musa asem you saying because this thing me who say be no me enkomodie but me dream ho me say yet your man ma ye wo a whole lot of investigative bodies. Even Auditor General Nejumani be so you know say fine some of these things no could be brought to fore a bit me about day di ni be hu Yoko Economic and Unorganized Crime Unit ni omo adwuma say so omo ye and other bodies even CID ni dey ka ho. You understand?
This special prosecutors waka ho.
Enti sa ewe num nyina che so montimi nya omo adwuma ma asomman no se bi obi di esika katase hye ye hu but se ko tua obi sika from
Kwasi asema wo bi say eye me nso me dadwene. And what I keep asking myself, they say, said the Kwasi told that Bia, Nebia Minumi, and any opportunity in Cotina as Auditor General, and I say, Audit Service, Yenya Jumo Hunti, and you, and to because I thought that me who am in Tiasi. Yet you will be for a particular Juma be a person or ye. And so, Berhano, Atena Jumane, who see, Kwasi Minumi and him. Audit Service for a new man said because he thought that this year Monsa saw Monya. Any baby on crampo monko, and I make us be already. So me me former boss friend me. I say, oh yes, I know we exposed. I'm saying, no bank and Angasakra, ya confiscated no. Because who come baby to say that make a Bank of Ghana, a whole unit. But your major and say, I'm gonna investigate friend say microfinances, savings and loans and Juma Moye. At the office, my friend me bamo. Oh, anyway, na kekere near their two account. Once you walk around the equator. Once you hot. I was trained as an accountant. My Edmo accounts office many years. Now, every time auditor say ba pressure back accountants so any accounts office one year pressure ketwa. Now, so ni nyinamu. Kwasi. Eduma ni bekwa wie ye no. Ubebusa won say na go for don be na we no man nipa pressure bebrebe sa no bekom na bibia fachiri akoso. So many people are doing corruption in a different way in the name of omadwuma omoye adwuma na dia send insase nkonko ye mfa nso moman no kwa no dia kwaje asen botom ya adwuma ne nkoso any of the service nko all the investigative friends institution you know kwasi mimi nyi omadwuma omoye dudu na ani. Uhu odin na mu odu na betimi a protect hu a anya bi na eda no hwan na eka concerning anas nsensam yi this investigation bi okoye na is it Kwasi Nyantachi na eka asem so o demanding some amount of money when you 20 na ogu na ni masse that's what you need ehu evidence ye mu na mu koka am say ba Kwasi bitidi ye say yetimi agina ye na so say body we na dwuma ho ye ne say onye investigation na onye no onye ne ye One should shed Juma, no, Emuna ho finance and Crawford, the Medina Shaw Monsano, patriotic. No more your man that's any ma a future idea. Meaning say, ye bakwa kodum pempens will be a kofa external auditors. Emo mobano mabe auditi adwuma ye o maimu. Dear meaning this a baby a yedruno. I was saying in the to say, ya failure o mine. Na fe, yes, say ya junisa fe de baba yadwuma de asum Ghana mine. Na yadwuma ye mu no, ye ma fairness in yadwuma. Kwasi uti ya ubisa me nia question. Wo wie na no ubisa me bi. Ujidi ye say me nia beka to say wa anya fair to him. Fairness ni yadwuma say ya obi an complain. Ba se ko ba se question no direct ni nyina de mame. No me say me nia bi no ato ayam bia no asori kwa. Mo say bi before ebeje kwasi aboagye bias. One NDC for Adam Paba Koso. Ebi so an sa. Sometimes adwuma ye no refute me ba. But the year can say Domlevon sense no. Me, I believe, say, Emre do say a man koda. Wabe na juma besum Ghana wi. Ni age one some those kind of things are may cause trending social media. I don't have interest in it. Ajuma obeye no. Obesum Ghana. Osum ni ye. Na juma obewe ye. The time also. We know many people are consider more a retirement age in so ye. I can't bear 1 year, maybe 2 years. I'm by force retirement. This is not the first time. So why are we hailing Yamana Bibi who? Mama Yansha, near the way forward. Yan mistakes BSC and Rano, near Yinason fan prepare for Ochina. Now Ochina no, Emma Ochina Papa, yan repeat it, mistakes be a yen and Rano. I believe so, be able to this one conquer Yajumas Auditor General. This time around, no feed any. No man the Jumedia old no. As for Maimu. Ya fa trend bia kwasi aban bi wa ban mu na so appoint obi so obedi dwumadie bi dwumadie no ebia na dwumadie no betimi akwati aban no appointing no na ma ne dwumadie ni mu ayede ama no ba se ya ban foforo ho asem de ode ahoden ya kokoduro na eye mu ma ye mani ntwa na de ya appointing ne nei onkotena se no onya dwuma emfa nsum Ghana mo onya dwuma mfa nsum me mama nyuko NPP ena mo onya dwuma so ode ba betete NDC. Na mom yenya dwuma se obi biara kwasi wafom di dwumadie mu kitasese bia koso sika bia fa table ase sikadie bia koso no onfa ni mra megina ne mra no anini.
Now me we kakra bi na I mean this impression said Ura Domilovoy said our allegiance ana dwuma na no ye no woyema omampanyi dada John Mahama nti ba no se bia ono ne nkrofo a wan ebia wanye ne esese woye ene bi nsu bisa se sa na ti ana because mpanyifo bi ti say Evin Sylvester Mensa ne omaka obi ti say Sylvester Mensa she say I mean sa ure ya se charge no another officials nso a omoye adwuma ma eye omampanyi dada Mahama. For instance, this contractors are semi-ana making. Say report ni nyina no de ma aban. What stop aban no from say bia na ombe yo mudwuma ese so omo ye ne kaka ho. Wadwenche ho na yemfa nu si.
Kwasi de meka no say mintimate na wafidi kase yesu nka nkyere Ghana for say dom level yes or the best ever Ghana no. Adwuma oye ba kokura ni ho ye papa wo. Anase ba kokura ni ho no ma bia oye concerning the previous government. But what we are saying is say edu mrebi no na se dwumadie no akwaso woni obi o problem ena oni nipa no kontokwa obeka so afidie so meka kire say as a special prosecutor using the office no the score on one personal interest bi gophobia no more personal issues na ni abere wo so meanwhile there were many cases ananko say ohwe na ehwehwemu pa ekoso enti kwasi they say them di kan ne papa no abe na dwuma waya ne de awie yesi bema beye bi wa me ni nyina ba bi aduro no omampani si won kotena se na obibufo meto anadwuma so yanhwe na ye nyina ye nkasa nkyere nipa foforo a wo ba ne se yesi asema eni adanse no wasi ya de ye twa asem ne ho bi e de ye adanse we de akoso o man mu wahu make sure say wo ba yi wo be ba besom Ghana na wo be ye fair Me, that's what I keep saying. On your fair. Dear, wasasi ya twena so no, yan twena so. Dear ni kwasi ya twena so, nkase bi o ye CPP ni by force wasi ya twena so. Oya sa ya numbi, we will not be happy. Because, pasi from until now. And the NPP, mama nyekuo no, I know very well, so we will not stay in government forever. Enti, said them penny for cano, ori of one sa, no asha won so dear. Is of one sa and any pass it. Minu enti wa isabe, wanyame tamfo. I will not be happy, say, ebia, wakwaya dume biya ma bain, sike biya fan insase, na if na kwajina court say or see a dini kotuma. I will not be happy. But the year sere na me sere krofon so mampani abo mudin. So mumra meya juman so ne say. Omunye very careful wo muju medie mu. Because this time around me ne kwasi aboagye tie nyina ani abre.
Okay.
Wa ye benya no ye mfa spell.
And Lawrence Obeso can be kakra bia. Okay. All right, so my main can comments kakra na me mra na yento aso yenko ye ne me share issues for and so at home come on now. Skywalker, so I see the second wave of COVID-19 is all over the globe. So everyone should observe safety protocols. Sky, you know, the by Amano and Son just says, Honorable Kojo Oponkroma must choose his words carefully. I was so disappointed with his explanation with Evans on Joy News. He should know that he's not an ordinary communicator. Amano and Son. Sule Wosinyani says, leopard can change its name, but it can never change its sport. Domelevo could not rid himself from his NDC political coloration and spectacle. He has since been pretending of fighting corruption, but selectively in favor of his political employer, ex-president Mahama and his clueless NDC. That's Sule. No, the NFI Sunyane Dubai. OPK Wagoso. The minority NDC have evil plans or minds against Nanado and the NPP government, but no weapon faction against Nanado and the NPP shall prosper. The 1992 Constitution of Ghana, specifically Article 17.2, is unambiguous. A person shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social or economic status. Well done, GES. How can we listen to Bob Marley's music and tend to discriminate against his children? Who's Bob Marley's children here? Opari from Suhum says, I've lost my father. He's called Papa Sunkwa. And he Ube Opari. Yo Yama Yako. Right, push it. Teacher Kujo Chobodom Adantase Ghanaians, our country Ghana has a long way to go. So let us come together as one people to support our country. Yanko in Yantoaso. Budget has been approved. Parliament adiatum. Na ebise budget idea NDC enya dia ombe approve omonto. And so ko wie chire NDC mpanyifo ba miensa de omantumi anko ye mrahye bedwem mienu omanya yie baako entiapo nti ko wie chire na chese majority for no etimi edi nkunim ameka say parliament approve parliament aka appropriation bill a ombaye na chese skana ya shase na ye che nti eno no ye nya nti say by 30th March ebeba so Lawrence
yeah Eyuma ebisa menua na nake Corona associate the eba didn't na yewo
na me busa so obi kan won say there be
me say that busa me na
I wanted to do budget approval me say that busa
what am be ma fa
there be any time
we na o ma na yire no ne to dem man
me say that busa because I figure say who
obani pakini ne ma so
I wanted that
let me feed that me remember
no me person no other part me too
ebisa no when cash am from home century I do for Corona associate yamo $1 million one cash mo kan yi there after auto ayampia there Ghana onyigidi wo enwa wo ye dwuma wo Ghana hanum nti na wokofa dem nkrofo ono goda nchen o se everybody nti na ye madom lobo na asema ye huye I we are because oyobia and oro kutia katashina proye. Inti so bi da mana so man so sorry tiana. Oyehu the omenya was wope there what to katashina proye asi. On no be to the man moya and then wako batain. Aba some no kan.
Yanko budget. Yanko budget. Na nka me share am out time one.
Budget. Tira Americano. Aka
share na mo amba.
Da bi ifida na wo approve budget no. Ena eyanka sampo azato yenwa. Oye Professor Moss. The sister penyin. Ozinechi. Oye Mrs. Safo. Ena wo pe no krabe oye da mifida no. Na Professor Moss ninwa kakraba Samuel Atamos.
Yeah.
Member of Parliament for Commander Edna Guafu. Ebrim. Ena ontumi nja the sister wo ko jano kwan da mifida no. In fact when sie no meme no sie no fida. The maso na MP Kroso ne mame edafom da meda no. Ena Kroso ya te da amazing kaka no. But ono nkoda nchen. Budget ni mu asam na yere. Ayenze na efi de nkoyin de wa approve. But akoba ne de wa approve. Ebe budget wa approve. Mebeda enwona wo ye economics 101 102 na 103 na. We in fact edu ebia 201 na 0 kwa. Ebosua policies na ehun there managing an economy no by using fiscal policy apart from maybe using the monetary and whatever no. Fiscal policy you either do contractionary or expansionary there area ze do won hihye to ho makwa there epedeska ko manim ana do won hihye to ho na epede etwi skefi amanfo ho na yewo nyinado a aya yede yedam nyoma bebre se epede expansionary policy a ina chere hu de oman no ahokyira bam nti nyoma sika dodo nara baka amanfo ho oye disposable income no obaka amanfo ho sende obakwa aban ho ana se contractionary a ebia ehu overheat wo overheat na chere if the sika wo manum dodo a oma nyoma bu okokokosoro jenjan nti urutu anamo de sika no ebetu bi efi amanfo nti se yehwe budget ya obampanyin no boto ho ya obia we sua sikasam kaka we bi se de ebe mbotai na osi aban na nwado ayembia na nado danko akufo ado na aban owogidi bi de covid ya yentu asinwie ya yegudu yero ku covid se binya se sisi awa na rekan de obi ka de covid edu ni second wave academy na ke o se no nose mask na yare bai yanku wie na elbeka de da mebiri so na meje moto a mede beje escape mu ho edwunu ho a ntase de hwede schools a wotutum afi na wori boy hwede ejuma bebre ogugu ibi mpo de on sorry biem
I say nti oman no because of covid-19 say so am jeto wo
men kada etu no yadwunu dada even within covid na yejeto ana meboa ami bosum bia so a na mutua income tax because you pay as you earn our right way bosum so a covid time no njua tax aban no nyeska. That is not what you are saying. But what you are saying that this is not the time extra from the people. Was in them of so we lose wejuma ebimuso ejuma na wo ye no kra no ejuma na kofoma wo skasam ato ape. Enye da membri ena wo jira manfo wo kom. But you can say extra government office of a government machinery. Work compensations and salaries from 136 million Ghana cedis. This is 860 something million Ghana cedis. Government compensation. And she said, Abayina kasa onu ne aketua sam. Or move back or so. And a cheddar manfu na umwa watch no ebumpo sabi ejumana kacha de ejumana inyeye into aketua sam no ya to da kofom. Na abayin mum wa tunism. No abeka cha de awon zika na sisi a weduma say imo bi aka cha da wori yen kan da cha be ye no. Awu yi da misika no na fo betua to na aban onfa ko to na ketua mu a eno oye asama menua oye asama ode haw ozbaba nja ma me bi san de o man ye pedo okoden ye pedo o man ofa ne tempafra ana ye pedo o man ogija se ya bodu de mempempen bi nanka obiara onyim amembu biara no onyim that this is the time aban nankasa nka ayeda expand to encourage people who don't even have confidence in the economy. Because economy say it was gonna go investor, a bit someone there, me go invest, will I be able to get my money back? Will people even buy? Do they even have the money to buy? The mazina ya junjun into government mom and encouraging Crawford to produce, to invest. Name of my economy no ojinane na ada. Na kedo okay, sisi ano, amusuma nyebi. Bible mukra no, say duadu wi a ansa etuan to dudu anamwa. Enti say adinala wonya ndwie ema nkofo won tu bi a oye dan na awo aban agent to dudu. Enti sisi duaba na amanfo waziba dua no, ono no won to dudu mo. What we are saying there, the time is not right for contractionary policy at all. Binya yeti hoy yenyim pa de yenyanu bi wadwuma abon kra inye na kakan na yare kakan no ye na yare so wonfi ban na so nyim de kofu wadwuma abon na e ba dinti na ban ka de hoteliers na aze no won wai wo motas e fa na de rebate because when you there the business is not doing well. If the business is not doing well, people have gone home and people have to support them. What is government doing to bring these businesses back so that they can employ more people? Na ejuma warrior no so no etuma kodo. We are not thinking about that. We are thinking about taxing the people at this critical hour. Na tax no. You require them. Oh, be catch out there. And na ya gbakau managing COVID. And say Joy Joy TV report now. What year no? What's there? That 19.
Yabeba sa honum say.
Okay.
Yabeba nti budget na mama.
That be me we.
Okay.
It's my American in there. Budget here what about 2 way. Say ekinke mu pa ehun there. Sabi sika me kasinara no aban nara otwa manankasa. Onankasa aban no no ho sine there all the to amanfo wo bra mpun. Hwe da musika what akọ to do there 10 pesos. What the buy a sanitation. What akọ to well, be someone there. Budget I know which a sanitation ministry. Almost 90 million Ghana cedis. Now MOB 90 million Ghana cedis. Now what buying us I will for almost to 900 million Ghana cedis. Net de boo the track our office or and no mind if you never to say 90 million na ke oraka say ya oraka de onyi jidu Ghana security agencies do but my papa instead of for crew associate yedina ho yesu ade me enyim there
okay
answer na ebenya resource bi a ehwehwe no you have to provide certain resources enti ekofa patakwa na ezikoma sanitation ministry wo be dey way to fi wa bere a awo ho no efinyu ho esuhwe ska etwa mo ena mo de koye den enti mayare kan there budget no apart from the worry disika if you man for no say ehwe baby a what disika no kwase shempo na onye baby a odi mpuntu biara and majority of it is consumption.
Okay, me that see ma memra nana ke budget ama jatum emrahye bedwafo na jatum TCI ye twen say said na otwe na no mo be hye ase mo di enkomo from the various department ministries ni agencies no mo hwe committees ni be didi hu enkomo na almost I say be about 30 for me I pass the appropriation bill not just a first April now and no be ma Minister of Finance to me no bet me I share as a chisika no ama OBBS ana BBS can I say ko bia no na eko eto saying CC budget ya to me
bazun de ntia bisa budget ade to mu ze me ne wanka ho hwe ensema ne nam krum ne ze omo she do mu dwane no mama bo mu nim say yedin papa o say
don't say that
me sin nyame o was me sin sema ne nam krum
don't me say form because you can okay you can answer because I chim say mienu ade atomani ano ano aka samalata mills there no ena ba konso eyade nipa miensa ya
enti wo wasi yemfa nto wo se de wo se yenye no na asa jana se yenye ne sa me de me kan say na me nua ibisa se budget ya eba ye ni focus ye den eze mi ne wa sheda say the working kind no sheda o person ka kire Ghana for so wa sheda so on tiase but Ghana for nim so what tiase we know how learned he is won't mean to hand trust on tiase budget way of focus pa and the policy direction was the budget way kono me tell of this so ametaka say oman yi NDC NPP CPP PNC Y2K all the political parties say ye near bre say kwasi ye pese chichire oman yi ne de kodum pempenso bi enchirima ema medi atema I think the aban we are starting ye no kwasi aban bia bo so support na ye pushi industrialization ene minu mienu time nya kokodro the ensesi ye bo say ye nya de friend vehicle manufacturing company wo man yi mu enye no ampla Ghana fo bi omo ye adwuma wo mu enye no prayer bi na wasu adwuma wi a wonya scam bi shop wonya adwuma ye fitani bi anya adwuma ye world bi anya adwuma ye so masre ebetimi a enkadwuma dia aban yi dia si nani so budget was making much emphasis on this wadi hunu baako a aya one district one factory minimi ese miniati hai se adwuma dia nyina ehwe na koso yie a etoda enipa etu kwan firi wo munkuro mu ni wo munkuro ase bededa ye friend is among for stores anim in the name of ye padwuma ye ededa overhead ase no kwasi eso betimi ate aso bati akofom because enyuma be wo ho enami mikuro mo sante achim dwaso aya sante achim south mechia ayi constituency wo fo nyina ye fertilizer factory wo ho aya adwuma wo a starting production and MTN for so ne aban no kabo ma be palm oil factory ba ko so honom e de amayen bijini yesesi ye nyina ye ke ho abom ne yeso aban no bia ba no be so private sector na sen said the aban we ye under 1D1F na kwasi bijini yeso man ye be koye nim se pese ye de ye ho free besia dodo a ye agye a me ne nim Lawrence Nimvai was a total besia ni be ye gid sound to ye besia ye kwaji loan near their service loan me catch you say kwasi enya the papa as a businessman every say okwaji loan na dwumadi na ade kodi ye no anko ya e de ka ne how bebre na beto so na we die ye gusu bo besia ni e bo bi ni ade tua bi ni e jisika bi na kwasi ade tua Canada ni bi ni e ja besia ni bi kwan ni ade foforo bam se betimi avoid it kwasi besia bododo ni ye dependent ye pese ye de ye ho e free sabe external authorities na sia kwasi baby o se ye nyina ye gitum aye directional budget way ade na ni hwai wo trade industry ade duma industrialization aban ni de se na ni so se free and now kokopim 2024 no ye betimi abie nyuma dodo na magana fo nya bia ye I don't support the fact that say ton Ghana adwuma nanso toda Ghana for your attitude da ye ya minor adwuma kwasi ye de ye no egu adwuma me ne ba bia wotie yi hwe ba bia ofie wo azo sorry ahomachi beduru ha on time bisa onim say adwuma na ho ye no eno na de aduane kofie ema wo manya bidi wo beko sector bi abaya dwuma be ministry bi na nipa kwasi ye de adwuma bi asane say very technical awia 12 o'clock o ma adwuma otifie one afei no no obeduru oba no obekan graphic 3 o'clock no asama ne bag so no ko owia kwasi no obebo ban ne sobo aban ne tiaka with no work done adwuma so kono kokoye no sabe hwe de we amo me respect media for keke badwuma ne adwuma ba ko mani mmere mo kitikiti sei woni de ntia gosi mani mmere mo no ba ho ma che sorry ye nti mani mmere mo adwuma no
nya obi ano shama
wa ho adwuma wotie ba bia tie so da ho ma che How much usi mana utim nyinanzo asim. Because to them metie time I start kasa news see ya. No I start. So o bedru ha no say say enka mu news betimi akasa. As early as 5 a.m. Say ye hwe enum a ye public sector no. Because see the sa attitude ni kosa enuma ni mu. I believe say ye beti ye man.
What has that one got to do with the budget? No,
Link it. Budget, I'm dealing with the industrialization aspect of woman. Now, because industrialization, it because now your papa. I just said, me no me and yes, society juniors Ghanaians. Ni be any man yet me ahwe nyuma ni so ye. Ba me tini ye. Say the second year of road on Mampani, appear budget mu. Afi ya kwan dodo na baby ye kodru ye no. Aban ne beto aso. Because me no kasai. Afi asase mu, make contract ahodo aban ne award on roads. Any project a chere wa beba wonum. Aban we ye ni abre. Say ya kwan, obehwe, no asiesie Ghana for akwan aman. Budget no, I emphasize on it. Na me de, kwasi, me da bia meka budget say eba bonten a emie nyuma na support ya nkrankra nyuma no. Na the NDC budget me hu ni say eva so obi ani so. But o hwe na the danko akufo do budget ahodo oba wa present here. Utumu say budget no wani da so. Budget no future. And now better than any kind of levy, and a 1% levy, and a COVID-19 1% levy, and a 1% levy. And now, what to me, Kukudroma, Penico for the Roma. And we better NDC style of governance. See a cassia cooking can budget in there, will be a ton de be a lot to the shop. Because him say, you pay your budget, you better name. Yes, can budget be an assistant, your brabo, or man Penico 4 times, and a side in the try. And you budget as a ton, you must say the ton. Manya Kukudro, there was no single budget NDC reading your man to Yemen. And it's a baby abba. Not through Bembensua, a here. Minumi and United say baby, one, a here. Say 1% to be back. Near the support to your memory. Near Matty Mrs. Suye. I near Bakwa, I never pass over Chirato. No about the day to Peter. 78 yanum say increment 1% be abanya de papa. I'm be pintra konyamu forever. And the NDC besa babemu. No mo ba, ya be. So mo budget o mo de beba no. If there will be no increment, if there will be no introduction of new taxa, yet o me mu ye be hu. Magana for NDC for 2 futrongu o mani. No mo nada o say aban we adwuma pa o ye nya adwuma papa. Yan compare omo budget ahodo omo de baaye ne fan compare ye die ne yan hwe de wo direction papa e dwene o man yi ho me de pasi ya me kan say me de ma no sie no aban we ay aban a oye very focused aban we aban oye very determined so be boa
okay
achechire e man yi akwa kodrum pempen so ay be de ye ho afri e kadodo mu na no e de ade a aban we budget no e de aba.
Maybe na eba be share a year COVID-19 levy insensema abanchemu aba senya na ebi mu esi fa no ni nyina gina aye TTM say nkomo bi e call so Minister for Information Orakojo Ponkroma ensemo kan about the reason why Ghana for esi TIS COVID-19 levy no na efi I say omo cheche mu ye aban ebedi no ho nkomo and COVID related issues bi aba nipa miensa ya chi omo womo COVID-19 vaccine na womo ton de man for womo de wa 200 Ghana cedis. Any other issues bit is importation of COVID-19 vaccine CB. We should be on the lookout for those things. Can just come and look at that one. My main and kind kakra. Because see, indeed, President Akufo-Addo's reply to the so-called CSOs and Professor Jimabwedi. Loose talk is appropriate and timely. That's Kojo Edupako, president of Facebook Caucus. That's NPP Facebook Caucus. Achimesio. Right. And to this one that says Okay, so thank God for another blessed Monday. Some Ghanaians, like me, am very happy about paying COVID-19 levy. But yesterday, Mr. Kojo Oponkroma explained to the general public why the tax or the levy is being paid or should be collected. But is not the repayment is not for repayment of water and free water and electricity. That is one coming from oh, I didn't know if you soon tiama udini kramba be born fachemi. That was Ericus from Fiapre Ahimfie Nimu. And oh dear no eba yeah. Nana Boaji says, good morning to you and the Despite Media workers. Please, John Mahama, what do you need and want again from taxpayers? Taxpayers pays him, but he does not know what Mr. John Mahama is really after again. Okay, Nana Boaji wasn't too clear though. Nana Kuyamwa Boatin Ablekuma Central says, some people are so mean, greedy and selfish. You are working and receiving salaries at the end of the month, yet you still not satisfied with and resorted to stealing COVID-19 vaccines and selling them to unsuspecting people. I guess they will not be treated with kids' gloves. That's Nana Kuyamwa Boatin Ablekuma Central. I shall say a few so this time around because Mama Lawrence Ashas here twice. Nana K, Mami shall say a few so on COVID-19 levy.
Na ube rebata sa.
Nya rebata. Nya rebata.
Famano. No fan to us super.
Enti mama nka no hya asem.
Da wo dey to aso.
Because I'm no budget mbre. Tey.
O kan wi ano.
Ya ma echefu wehu bibi. Oreka de opede okachire Ghana fo de. Onam edwuma mpuntu a na nadu dankwa kufu ado omampanyin opede odem Ghana fo nti. Ena wakoye budget awaye. Na mebe da kwesi hwe budget a wakoye se eka sika oye akomwabo sika oye salaries eno onye goods and services a what the office of government machinery oye 1.325 billion meba na road in oreka there second phase of year of road na first phase yehu bazi second phase no only 1 billion po sika what the kwa road no only 1 billion. Enti se catch me there budget no wa ye de what the bema edwuma ye fo a bisa there sika hi in the what try for trade and industry no rekan bisa there embed sika in the what the come mankofo wo de bu edwuma akọ yes budget e ma sika no awo e da ma ho compensation oye akotua na be catch me there Ghana fu 1.2 in edwuma 1.2 inti na ye dem budget ya oye no kware. Oh, can COVID us?
COVID-19 levy. Aban said yes, it's not for free water, and yet because of COVID-19 levy. No, and yet it's free
because of free water. Aban the man, yeah. 18 levy,
yeah.
But COVID-19 you go so aye ko aye nkunwie. De ya bon ho kan ye ho adwuma de se aye dada o. Kwasi, de aka ye go so aye ho adwuma no. Ana aban ne say yemfa eto kakra bi mra na yen nyina collectively yentua na yemfa mo ye ho ban in the fight against COVID-19 kwase so nim say vaccine no the information I had said the aka kira ye nya ni nyina ye betua bi ka wo enye nya na afiri o so kwase this levy will help us to pay for some of those vaccine services are among for air render. Okay, say front lines no ebi kura ba bonte wo videos me no na te ha and obi every can say jamo mu pay friends allowances be so the mom 6 months and my say these are some of the things in here and me levy ba na ba be kita for those a friend say akunya ye gusu aye akunya ye nkunwie ye no anu nti ne introduce enye de ye dada kwasi jama pani kasi ye o ma ye free water o ma ye free electricity. Na to send this if was some nom the yede na buy ni bedada ye. Kwasi mami misaw. O man panika so o magana fo nyina free water. Sika ni free hin ye di tua free ni kanye ye sika ya. Kwasi aban no aso man pani na do dan ko akufu ado. Woni bank bi si be bia ono ne personal banker. oyi sika firim ade aba ɔman ho brawo menu mienu tax nkakra ye etua no ɛno na ɔyɛ ban a wɔdwene ne manfoɔ ho ɛna ɔse sika no mo ana mo de baayɛ enti si akɔduru bere mu ɔden a mo meyɛ nyu so saa sika no bi nifa nyi ɔhaw bi mfiri mo so na Ghanafoɔ henhenha wɔn mo a mi nua eti ɔbenefit yɛ lɔre ti yɛ nyame adom firi wɔ tɛnti na odware mprɛnsa ede nti wɔnyɛ nsuo firi ɛna ɔte ha ɛka nsɛm sɛ ɛna na mo nyɛ ready ɛna mo bɛka sɛ mo ni sika ɛnka mo bɛka sɛ ɛna ɛdɛ ne ne mfa hin kosi hin kwasi agye aban a ɔwɔ abadayɛ na ɔwɔ nhyehyɛ ɛma ne manfoɔ ɛna ɔmanfoɔ no kɔ pia ahohiahia ti sɛ mu a ɔbɛka sɛ daabi sika a yɛde bɔ ɔman ho bra no ɛyɛ sika yɛyɛ ne yɛabrɛ ɛne yɛapɛ enti sɛ me manfoɔ na ɛtua sika no akɔdi ahohiahia mu a ɛwɔ sɛ some period no mede yi saa ɔhaw no firi wɔ mo so me deɛ mɛtena ka kyerɛ sɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛda ɔmampani ase wobɛteɛ na ndisifoɔ ɔka ɛna aduane a mo no ɛhefoɔ na mo no ama because you have the money you can afford bakwasi mekae kanesi ayi yɛfrɛ sɛ ayi kanesi main station no kwasi so market kɛseɛ no yellow market building yellow no na yɛde nnuane no bi kɔ hɔ na akɔhwɛ nipa di mmirika ɔmo te sɛ aduane no ba mmirika pa a ɔmo de bɛpɛ saa aduane one pack no kwasi na ahomete so those who can afford will continue say all sort of things against it but if they know the lives are aduane ne save yɛ nka ɔmo nkeka deɛ ɔmo keka no ɔmo nim nkurɔfoɔ bi a nsuo fie ɔmampanin de baayɛ the way a ɛboa nkurɔfoɔ bi a nka ɔmo nkeka deɛ ɔmo keka no me deɛ me ogyidie so ɔmampanin adoda nkɔ Akufo-Addo ni bad intention oni ill intention for Ghana kwasi say
ɔmo keka den
o say
ɔmo keka den
wa mo
o say nka ɔmo keka ne ɔmo keka ne
and this for ɔmo keka yɛ ni
ɔmo deɛ na ɔmo aka
ɛna wonim sɛ woni sika ɛna ɔbɛfa ɛyi sɛ ɔde ma efiri sɛ wo daadaa yɛ na wo pɛ sɛ ɔde win election deɛ mpɛ sɛ ndisifoɔ te aseɛ ne sɛ Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wɔnyɛ NDC style of governance ni bi ɔyɛ bɛrima wɔ kasɛm a ɔdi n'asɛm so a very honest person enti Ghanafoɔ nte aseɛ sɛ levy no ɛyɛ levy a menu mmienu nyina kwasi yɛde bɔ yɛn ho bra
na ndisi fo ɔmo nya Ghanafoɔ
ɔmo kura nso benefit COVID-19 vaccine
ɔmo nya Ghanafoɔ
ɔmo kɔ wɔ bi makɔ wɔ bi mo ma wɔ bi free afɛduru baabi a ɔsi etua ka ne yɛde ma Ghanafoɔ aka no so wɔ bi a mo si dɛbi mo mpere
nea mu busa nso ɔmo se aban ma ɔmo nya nti asɛ sɛ free
ɔman mu nya nti asɛ sɛ deɛ na efiri kwasi ɔmo se aban ma mu nya nti asɛ sɛ deɛ na efiri
isuo no
na nye nsuo ne yɛde sika etua kwasi how many times na mi nkyerɛ
electricity
ɛnyɛ nsuo ne electricity ɛna ɔmo mpanin de sika yi tua yɛde bɔ bra aka ɛnyɛ deɛ yɛbɔ wie no deɛ wɔyɛ nim a yɛgu so a yɛakun vaccine nanka a ɔsafe yɛde sika tɔ ne yɛde ma Ghanafoɔ a ɔmo ntumi ŋɔ obi no me nyame yɛ madom kwasi nyame yɛ wadom ekɔ me kae pa sɔ nso awɔ ɔdeɛ me nso mi wɔ obi yɛkɔ wɔ utu ɛsika wɔntua kaprɛ ebi sɛ duro no kora ɔmo de kyɛn a vaccine ɔmo de kyɛn a adwuma a nipa yɛ adwuma ne yɛdi ɔmo ka
okay so yɛnhwɛ 3 people ɔmo yɛ arrest ɔmo
ɛde aduro yi kɔ the whole Ghana yɛntua ka so these are some of the things in here levy ni baayɛ na ɛba bɛketa fo saa yɛ ka nketenkete a yɛrebɔ ɛde akɔ COVID-19 yi enti Ghanafoɔ mamu mu obi ɛnaada o sɛ ɔmampanin Akufo-Addo ɛhyɛ da bɛdaadaa yɛ yi because ɔpɛ sɛ ɔwi ne election ti ɛna ɔyɛ sɛ ɔkyɛ nsuo free ɔkyɛ water ɛyi electricity free bis na ɔde man na ɔde amawie yɛ afei wɔyi saa
I think that there's an extension of Anna
that because me nyantie bi asa
okay
me nyantie bi asa sɛ wo nyantie di akwasi me nyantie ewi a be cross check ya but I believe say the who be here no so mampani extend there I know Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo
yeah three grabbed for stealing COVID-19 vaccine
if I mention nkrofo the entire mani abre a na make patriotism asema na won temase no ebi ni vaccine na by ne boka to
Nipa Miensa, the suspects include a 37-year-old disease control officer of Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Stephen G. Senu, after they were suspected to have stolen 36 vials of Covishield Akuria 36. A disease control officer of Labaulesi Polyclinic, Lord Pabite, now at large. We're joining. Maybe I should be about Cochino. Lord Pabite, Pacho, what name Lord Pabite? We're joining. Now at large, we're joining has allegedly stole 26 vials of COVID shield. Honestly, Akuria 26. Another suspect. Cosmos Alote, a 42-year-old occupational health and safety officer, is alleged to have received the stolen COVID shield from Pabite and Gisenu. Alote allegedly administered the vaccine at a cost of 200 Ghana cedis per jab. Or what about could be at 200 Ghana cedis? Nonsense.
Wow.
Yes.
Kwasi, enti asama okay say omampani di PPs ko say nko school man na nko da no betina no mani abre komo pa. Na odasani age e de agu headmaster say headmistress na gu school mo. Education director no de agu ho na ni pa ewu. Hwam krofo yi. Oni say we ko ya Arab country bi anke be jo megina bete ma bo mutu agu mo. Ade o ma ye treasonable offense. Treasonable offense Kwasi eni pa ewu. Yari yi kum nipa. Yami ya dom. Yanya vaccine eba so anu amanya. Woti mi wiya koton for me personal interest. Media me gidi ye say ni kwanse nkrofo ye we see and time because he wo mo ho. Emra no kra na infrastructure wo mo judgment. Yeti mi achi wo mo red handed da. Because wa anya careful so agwazi. Etoda wa anya careful abonso de obi akoto prison abra bone no bi gwa le no na edi.
Okay, all right. No, okay.
Sir, sa boni bi ti say die. Yenya special court we buy ya na nka nipa no. We nya prison asemo. Kwasi we nya nsawo masem. Ya kwan wo fufu bebre. Every day. Wodo free akra to Kumasi. Wo wie no atoa so. Kumasi to wale.
Me da say. Nana ke.
No ya kwan ho mayen.
Me da say.
Yenya sie we siska we ya ni be koko to prison.
Lawrence.
Kwasi ni ya sound sika akwa hwe no ho.
Lawrence, we won.
COVID-19
levy.
Name.
Aban say nye free say nye mumu bi mo pese mo ma Ghana for. Sorry, mumu bi mo pese ti say nye aban no. Because of COVID-19 levy no. No free water need free electricity. Why do I keep confusing myself? Because of free water need free electricity. Into no the COVID-19 levy na about say yes anete.
But aban one or kasaman.
Aban.
One or kasaman.
Oh, Ministry of Information the statement about. So Ministry of Finance. Ama chichim. Enna enran so no central for shi mu e call so by Ministry of Information. Ora kojo upon kroma echichim.
Ayima. Hwe ensem bi wo ho akodo o Ghana. Hwe menwe ye obetina ha ye o. Da musuban ni bia na no ri. On the huntuman tobo. Oh meba. Huntuman. Odini na wusuma no bia na nyu ado ayen huya. Dem no ka say yo. In one breath. Oh, enye dem eyinti na yare jemoto. And another bread, the mazi interior. That is what you said.
No.
That is what you said. I don't want to repeat what you said. I don't want to.
No, don't quote me wrongly. COVID-19 levy ye introduce no. Ye introduce ama be ketafo. Die akanimu aye ko. Mama explanation.
First one the
abai na absorbing
I buy no for a budget and I buy for the account. You see, you can't come and sit here and treat Ghanaians as if everybody is not okay.
We go make them chant.
I'm not doing a butcher. Mamma can go up on Kumanasam. Because I don't know. Until maybe Saturday, one and over Casamaban, and I am the Ministry of Information, and I'm a boy. And then the one Casaya. Good up on Krumani, me better to force him. What the TV do or join news? Our there. Yes. The water was free for you, but it was not free for the treasury.
But Ababe Chichi must say,
Ababe Chichi. So is it now free? Ghana government did not pay Ghana water, and where did we get the money from? And that, days ahead, before Madam Beda got Nasa Ibediaku, I know a men secretary West College. Original Facebook, no record there. So the
Ministry of Information, just in case they be a fan, we teach him to be so. Omokrata omudi pia ba bontin. So the ministry, that Ministry of Finance, also note media reports suggesting that government has announced that the COVID-19 levy is to be utilized in paying for free water and electricity of 2020. Again, this is incorrect.
What is correct?
The Minister of Information's comment. Oh, why is my this thing not okay? Comment to the effect that COVID-19 expenses include water and electricity ought not to be misconstrued to mean the new taxes of 2021 are a direct charge for those services. The details of the usage of funds from the COVID-19 levy was listed on page 75 of the 2021 budget as follows. And Tim Patrick Finame Basso. Or senior at the COVID-19 levy nebano. 1. Procurement, distribution, and administration of vaccines. The first batch of 600,000 doses from the COVAX facility have already been delivered, and an additional 17,600,000 vaccine doses to be delivered by June, with more to come in the course of the year. As at Wednesday, 10th March 2021, over 262,335 Ghanaians received the first dose of the vaccines. Establishments of 14 medical waste treatment facilities across the country for safe disposal of medical waste in collaboration with the private sector. That's the second one they want to do, the money. 33 major health projects approved for implementation at a cost of 890 million euros. Aye.
I'm telling you. Budget. Page 128 of 2021 budget. That is page 274, table 128. Or a kawa buying a boy for COVID. Now, or there 1,734,530, or let's say 1.7 billion cities. And what use for the COVID. And remaining of 16 billion 460,000. Also, what you use what do interest, principal, and other regular budgetary expenditure. So what we are saying here is that there is a cost. Before COVID, February, in our bank, $3 billion loan, Euro bond. February as a COVID. Don't come and tell Ghanaians today. You can say, 5 billion. What I'm saying is that don't refer loan to somebody. No, because just before COVID, you have gone for 3 billion.
What I'm saying is that
Masa,
there's no doubt, but the moment you services are low.
Don't let it look like Amaino economy before COVID. Oh,
Nanake,
Mamaka Masam. As some American in there, COVID year Abbey. Could you walk room Mayata today? Sikabi Edaho, and it's a fact. If you didn't pay the water, doesn't mean government is not going to pay. So why is government going to get the money? If the interpretation of what the Ministry of Finance is bringing is true, doesn't mean that debt is hidden somewhere. There's debt which has been shown in what Yarokosm. There, Damakawi, and other ho. And to Munga there, Damula Vina Derbano, and what did there? Gachi Vassin. Obey. What bra called ho? No Musuma Side, a count of Ghana for Nobotia. What I'm saying is that a Kobiara Yabobiano, Damulavi is going to pay some of the debt. And you shouldn't negotiate on this simple understanding. There, a cow, and I live in a major for future vaccine or for future growth of the economy or for future something.
Nipa mi ansa achom mokuya vaccine.
Before my one watching what I'm saying is that government should be truthful to Ghanaians. You told Ghanaians there, I'm also free, I'm light free. At the end of the day, you confirm you soon when you be And so since you are as a levy abbey, what about your levy? What about your levy? Nadi biako to your cow. Ah, Sabi, Akobo, a corn bonus is your mumbo yang. So ya den bayo, so ya den bayo. Wabo Bunamayan. There, a cow idea 19 point on just COVID. Meanwhile, there was revenue. And now we have to there, Kobosa. We have the stabilization fund. Ya the map buying, the Konakozi. We have to there was to COVID a fund. We have to there a European Union. We're bringing $100 million. So much was given to this government. Only the you people are not showing it. But you are just telling us there, a cow them not the whole into what levy aba. Ghana of what's what? Mwabu was here what?
You're making kind of say, we are buying say, yeah, no, levy number.
America in there. Inti are buying a cow now. Min you got na sari bedi aku na na ke mo gu Facebook na worka there na na do na kwaku fado on go fa ne ni chance say on go fa ne chance no fa ko tuada mo ka on ko ton ne yiri na di bra wa ye oni jade. This is what they are telling us, and many people last Friday I listened to Sampai on Peace FM saying the same thing. They count over that hono enya na na do kwaku fado ni kotoku miska no ko yetua ya na ebotua. So why what America in there? Why they am never can quite Ghana for? A cow the why you go to. As the no man get a cow the ho. No mum young there, that chick away bo. It's gone the one of Kutia. Okay, I'm going to say watching one. Minu no when me no home. So baby or mayuma on your suma papa. I dey you feel it is not about this. Not at all. Uncle dey treasonable first. Yet Ghana ha and no why a funny day Ghana card. There were reports of people hiding to register people all over. When you achieve money, what could you be more connection? Nkofan kamoche. Hey, 200 CDC. Ah, you can go to if you never didn't ya. Because of Yesubaya, ya Zaya payas in them. I am a vaccine biewa. But I go back there or Yesubaya or one maim. Abribiano, or be pequabia, or maybe or Shibia, or by antem. Every time we na say this where we do mano and obi mu the machine akose baby and worry am ankofo I no kwa do I no kwaro but eya wa cho bro for the oya legend no it's a treasonable offense bro for no wan ka there mu akobo what no no
kwasi everyone just am be kind
statement no kind no statement no kind when you should bro for allege crime is a crime when it has been approved by a court of competent
treasonable offense.
It's not treasonable. It's not treasonable. Stealing is not treasonable.
This is more than stealing.
Stealing is treasonable.
Fraud.
We're more than fraud.
Stealing. The people who are staff of the place. Every bar and the ones who which is not proper. No, I was say every bar which is not proper. But what I'm saying in there, enough.
Okay.
17 million watching and living what I got to Ghana for Mume there, living a year to you should know the can light now what the man can offended a bus now what they were. No, that is what you are telling Ghanaians. You are telling us that the bus
is a harsh word or 2 for 2.
But
bus near Tracker. Bus now, what's in my hand? I'll catch it or you feel. Since you are reporting your bay, Ministry of Finance, what kind of Chakawa. It's in your left, near Chakawa. Ah, near Chakawa. Now, so you are giving them for free. They are paying for it. Ghanaians are paying for it. Now, Ghanaians have come to resolve there. Anytime the MPP says something is free, whatever a quick loan, you pay with interest in future. And this is the conclusion.
All right, so yes, Ankuma Foster Chimayebi says, well, the COVID-19 is still increasing, so let's continue to follow the protocols there. And Inshaba Anelka says the reason why Ghanaians voted for the NPP party is that President Nado is an incorruptible leader who has a great vision for Mother Ghana. Inshaba Anelka no by now. Manasseh, please give us a break. On Domlevel's issue. If you don't understand it, go to court and stop making noise on radio. That I'm waiting for someone can say. Leviticus Powers for Kaswa says NDC is not seeing peace after their Supreme Court elections petitioned. The The former Auditor General, Mr. Domelevo, was bent on causing financial loss to the state. Boy, baby, you do no. Kwasaman Kasi. Kwasaman says also, I'm still doubting if some people are aware that 20 to 30% of the citizens were able to benefit from the so-called COVID-19 freebies, and yet we are all saddened. Okay, adult. Okay, with the task of paying for what over 50% never benefited from. Well, I know in Akweti says former President Mahama has had his reason for appointing the immediate past Auditor General after losing the 2016 election, and the current President Nana also has his reason for retiring Mr. Domelevo. KWASI Kamba has disgraced himself this morning on such a popular radio program. He's destroyed the NDC, but their leaders are powerless. That's KWASI Bochi from Achim Kukubi. KWASI, I don't understand why the leadership of the so-called school unions are supporting double track for the first years. I think it's political in the sense that previously they seem not to be cool with it. All right, Elvis from Tema. Nobody forced Donado to introduce free electricity and water for his political purpose, and even a lot of Ghanaians, including me, did not benefit from it at all. So why is he bringing taxes on all of us? That's Meshach Asante from Abusukai. Are you sure you did not benefit from the free water? Hey, my bladder. Are you sure? Okay, so this is all I can do for now. And I pay. I can come. Move on. Meet me kind in a brand of cop. I see it to me. Am I Musuni a cop? Na Jumedia.